UFC 314 is headed to South Beach. It won't be all glitz and glamour, but stars will be out. Don't miss any of the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC. It promised to be another banger night of fights, especially the featherweight main event between two evenly matched fighters. First time, just picking something simple like a fighter to win and make your pick. It's that simple. And if you're new to DraftKings, listen up. New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Step into the octagon with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVES for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only at DraftKings. The crown is yours. All right, listen up, taxpayers. It's time for what you all really tuned in to listen to me for. Financial advice. Tax season, Boost Mobile wants you to turn your tax refund into 6 months of saving. When you buy 6 months on their best unlimited plans, Boost will give you another 6 months for free. That's like 6 times 2 divided by 1, carry the, a really good deal. They told me I should have been a tax accountant. Well, would you trust me with your money? Well, that's great news because I'm not done yet. Visit Boost Mobile store during tax season and enter to win up to $10,000 to double your refund. Or if you're really good at math and money stuff like me, pay off what you still owe. Okay, time to take my financial advisor hat off and put on my lawyer hat. Requires upfront payment, tax and fees extra, terms and exclusions apply. Visit boostmobile.com for full offer terms and sweeps details. And now I get back to my boring old day job. Head over to your nearest Boost Mobile store and make the most out of your tax refund. Hello, it's your favorite unk, Shannon Sharpe, and I'm a Row customer and a Row partner. There are certain situations in life that you would like to speed up. Your commute, long lines, slow walkers. Another thing you may want to speed up is full erections. Waiting for a full erection when you want one is the worst. Row Sparks is the answer. They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve under your tongue, and getting hard faster means there is no more wasting time to perform. After Row Sparks dissolve, they work in about 15 minutes on average. Row Sparks stays active in your system up to 36 hours, so you can go back to back to back, a three-peat, round after round after round. Be ready in the morning. Row connects guys with a medical provider 100% online. There's no more awkward conversations with in-person providers. If approved, treatment ships directly to their door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off your first order of Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with the provider at row.co/nightcap to find out if a prescription Row Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/nightcap. for $15 off your first order. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing reviews. For full safety info, go to row.co/safety info. On April 18th, Sinners Are Coming. From Oscar-nominated filmmaker Ryan Coogler, director of Black Panther and Creed, starring Michael B. Jordan, comes the motion picture event of the year. Twin brothers Smoke and Stack, both played by Michael B. Jordan, return to their hometown for a fresh start, only to discover that an unspeakable evil is waiting to welcome them back. Don't miss the genre-bending thrill ride shot with IMAX film cameras. Sinners arrive only in theaters on April 18th, rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent. Final day of the NBA regular season, we have an idea who's going to be in the play-in, and who some of the seeds are already set. But hey, and Rory wins the Masters in a playoff. Thank you for watching this episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. I am your favorite unk. That's number 85, Liberty City's own Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for your continued support. Because of you, we are who we are. Please go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Shay Media. Thank you guys so much for nominating us 6 Webby Awards. They are as follows: Shannon Sharpe, Best Entertainment Creator, Best Sports Creator, Best Creator Influencer Series, Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Best Sports Podcast, Best Video Series, Best Live Podcast Recording Performance. The link is in our bio. Please go vote for us. The voting ends April 17th, which is Thursday. Go follow my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Everything has restocked. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, so please get yours while supplies last, because once they're gone, they are gone. Tickets for our Not Safe for Work tour are on sale. Stops: Baltimore, Philly, Charlotte, LA, Miami, New York, Chicago, and Detroit. Tickets can be found at shayshaymedia.com/tour. That's shayshaymedia.com/tour. That link is also pinned in the chat. Guest lineup is shaping up. Guys, you don't want to miss out on this one, so go get your tickets now. We've got a funny guest joining us a little later in the show. Funny Marco will join us, but first, Rory has finally done it. He's one of, 6 men to complete the Grand Slam, win all 4 majors. He won the Masters in a playoff, completing his Grand Slam. I think he last won in 2014. And he won it, I think, 10 years, 200 and something days, because Tiger was 10 years, 304 days between his last 2 majors. He can now reside in immortality. He joins the most exclusive club in golf, a Masters champion, and the owner of a career Grand Slam. If I'm not mistaken, Gene Sarazen, he had a double eagle. He's the only one that's ever had a double eagle. Gene Sarazen, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player, Tiger Woods, and now Rory McIlroy joins that elite list. Guys that have won all 4 majors. Ocho, it didn't look good. Rory conquered the ghosts that have haunted him for all these years. He had the lead at the Masters in 2011, but he blew up and shot an 80. Sunday, he had a 74 in 2018. Cameron Smith stealing the Open from him at St. Andrews, failing to catch Wyndham Clark in 2023 at the U.S. Open. Missed 2 short putts at Pinehurst as Bryson DeChambeau snagged the U.S. Open. And Ocho, his knees started to shake. On 18, he had a 5-foot putt to win it in regulation. Ended up going into a playoff with Rose, and guess what?
Rose,
he wins it on the first hole, and he ends up winning the Masters. Ocho, he conquered the demons. He was able to pull it off. One of 6 men. Let's see, what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? He's the 6th man to complete the Grand Slam. Rory McIlroy joins Tiger Woods, Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, Ben Hogan, and Gene Sarazen. Ocho, you catch a little bit of this?
I wasn't able to watch the Masters, but I did catch the highlights from it. Doing my homework. I'm not much of a golfer, Unc. Remember one time I played a little golf in high school. I shot a 67. When I did my eight. Wait, I saw 67 in the first 9. That makes sense.
What'd you do now?
I shot a 67 in front.
That's not good.
The first 8 holes.
Nah, that's not good, bro. You need it on the front 9. If you want to be good, you need to be somewhere between, obviously, somewhere between 28 and 34 is be great.
No, I shot a 67, 18.
No, you said the front 9, so that's not good.
I'm saying I'm talking about the whole 18 holes.
I'm not sure you shoot 67 on a putt-putt golf course.
Nah, I'm telling you, Unc. Listen. When I was younger, McGree, your grandma had you in some of everything to keep you busy when it's not football season. So I played a little golf from age 13 to 16, and I was good.
How many clubs go in the golf bag? How many clubs go in the golf bag?
11.
No, don't worry about it. But go ahead.
Hold on. What kind of? It depends. What kind of golf? What kind of golf? How many clubs go in? How many go in yours?
14.
Oh yeah, I don't need that many. See, you must be handicapped. You handicapped, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you handicapped. That's why I ain't got that many. I ain't got that many clubs.
What's the best you can shoot? What's the best shot you can have on the golf course?
An eagle. Shoot, hole in one. What you talking about?
Double eagle.
Whoa, hold on. Time out. How you gonna have a double eagle if you get a hole in one? What you talking about?
But on a par 5, you can get a double eagle.
Talk to me now. Talk to me.
You see, you can ace a hole in one, and that's only one stroke. See,
right
on a hole in one, so that's normally a par. That's a par 3. Most of the time, par 3s. So if you get it, okay, boom. So you get 2 shots. Let's just say you hole out. That's 2 shots, right? You pick up 2 shots. But a double eagle, 4. That's why I had Ash look up Gene Sarazen and Augusta. He had a double eagle.
See, I ain't never did that, huh? I ain't never did it. You know, you got to think. I ain't been on the course in 12 years.
Most people can't even do that. Double eagle are very rare. I mean, like I said, I've only heard of Gene Sarazen hitting a double eagle in a competition. But golf is hard. It's hard, and you got to play it. You got to play it often because you're not in competition against the guy. You're in competition with the course. And hold
on, and yourself.
It's
and
yourself. One shot is kind of like poker. One shot does not, just because you hit a good tee shot doesn't mean you hit a good second shot, a good approach shot. It doesn't mean you're going to putt well. It's just, and you got to put so much time in it in order to get good. And even when you think you're good, you see some of the best hit the ball way over there, and you saw Rory, who's at the top of the food chain, a 5-foot putt, and he yipped it. So it's not, and then when you start getting conditions, you start getting rain, you start getting cold, you start getting wind.
The elements will always mess you up. That's why you have to be, your mental got to be on point.
Yeah.
The mental got to be on point. You just said it earlier that most of the time golfers, you're not playing against anybody else except the course. But once the elements get involved, and then pressure situations, like when they went to that playoff with him and Roach, is it Roach?
Justin Rose.
Rose. My bad. Excuse me, Mr. Rose. But yeah, man, stuff like that, man. You know, the butt cheeks start clenching up because of the pressure of those situations. I couldn't imagine.
-3 of the double eagle, not -4. -3 of the double eagle, because it's a par 5. Okay. You get you birdie,
and you do it in 3 shots.
Which is because now what they've done, Ocho, is that they've stretched these par 5s out so effing far. Man,
very far.
I've seen one course they had like a par 5 like at 650 yards.
Well, you got to think about the pro golfers, how far they can hit on that first.
Well, they started doing this because of Tiger, because then Tiger came along and then everybody had to Tiger proof it because he could hit it so far. And now he's using irons, and now he's laying up, and now he's eagling all of the, because that's where he done his damage is on the par 5.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, he was eagle. He was always, and so everybody. That's why they did what they did at the Masters. You see what he did?
Right.
He blew him out of the waters. And then Pebble, he wins by 15. He won his first Masters. He won by 12. If I'm not mistaken, I think he won by 12. We got a private group. We got to have a way. Things they never did to any other golfers. Now, you're never going to see another golfer be able to dominate like Tiger did because these guys are so good. These guys are too good now, Ocho. They grew up watching Tiger. And so now you see a Justin Rose and you see a Scotty Scheffler and you see a big John Rahm and you see DeChambeau and you see Justin Rose and Dustin DJ. These guys are too good, Ocho. They're too good now, man.
Yeah, and matter of fact, and just for nobody gonna probably believe me. You know, me and Scotty Scheffler, we hit a few holes together at Augusta before. You know, Scotty, a good friend of mine, man.
I believe he might be a good friend of yours, but I don't know about you getting on Augusta.
Oh, no, I'm saying me and Scotty, I'm telling you, he'll tweet me. He'll tweet me, he'll tweet you and tell you. No, we hit a few holes together one time.
No, I'm saying at Augusta.
No, it wasn't nobody there but me and him.
Hey, I'm from Georgia. Augusta's
I know you're from Georgia. Hey, listen, they don't let everybody out there, man. But it's because I with him, it was a private event. Okay. It was just me and Scotty. We had a business meeting we had to do.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it's I'm happy for Rory.
Rory, yeah.
He's I mean, those final rounds in the match. I mean, he should have been had it. But like you said, and we saw what happened today. He blew up with an 80 on the final hole. He blew up with 74 on the final hole, and he missed those short putts at Pinehurst and let DeChambeau catch him at the U.S. Open last June. So he's been now that those wouldn't have given him the 2011 would have given him the slam, or he'd have completed the slam a lot sooner. Pinehurst, I mean, he had already won the U.S. Open, but this is the one. I mean, obviously, just like tennis, you win the Grand Slam. It's not a whole lot of guys that have won the Grand Slam. You look at Agassi, Pete Sampras never done it. You got Fed, you got Djokovic, you got Rafael Nadal, Andre Agassi. That Emerson. What's the late? Oh my God, what's the lefty name? I don't think Bill Tilden did it. I don't think Roy Emerson did it. What's the Aussie, left-handed Aussie? Help me out, Chad. In tennis. No, Agassi was righty. He won the calendar slam, if I'm not mistaken. But see, back then tennis used to be played on basically two surfaces. I mean, No, Leighton Hewitt didn't know.
What?
Rod Laver.
Clay.
Rod Laver. Rod Laver.
Okay.
Yeah. But see, back then everything was, Ocho, it was grass or clay.
Grass, grass.
The U.S. Open used to be played on grass. Wimbledon obviously played on grass.
Yeah. Hey, that ball die on you real quick on that grass. Now that's one thing I can play. I can play some tennis. Now you done seen the footage, so I'm not lying about that.
On that clay, that red clay at Roland Garros.
Oh yeah. Listen, glass don't do you no justice either, man.
Now you got to stay on your feet. I mean, anything on hard court, because it's hard to get you. If you notice, Ocho, even on at Wimbledon, they have those little nubs on the bottom.
Yeah.
And clay, you got to learn how to slide. Because
you got to learn how to slide. You got to be comfortable with it.
Get that ball and like, and then they come back over here, and then sometimes they do a split.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Nadal is the king of that clay court.
Yeah. I think he's won it 14
times. He's the king of that clay court. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but, you got Alcaraz is coming. I mean, and that's what's so different, because they require a different skill set. That's why so few people have actually won, on different surfaces. Pete never won on clay. He was dominated on grass. But back then, those guys were serving volleys. They hit the ball and just come to the net. You don't see a whole lot of those now. Guys just hit the ball so hard, they just like to play baseline.
You got people serving. You got people serving 130, 140 miles an hour. You not hitting nothing and coming to the net. Man, please, you gonna sit there and volley? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
The players are too good.
They are. But you had those serving volleys. You had Stefan Edberg. You had who was that other guy? Pete Sampras, Pistol Pete. But now you got, like you said, Ocho, they got these big forehands. They just cranking it, and so. But you would think that would be the perfect time to serve in volley, because you got that big serve. They're just hoping to get the ball in. Now you come to the net.
I mean, you can't.
But it's great. I mean, to go see a professional tennis match and see how hard they hit that ball and how they can place it.
Exactly. Yeah. And listen, and how fast the game actually moves. Now, so tennis would surprise you. Obviously, I've been to the Miami Open multiple times, at the Hard Rock Stadium. The same thing with hockey. It's one thing to watch hockey on TV, but then to see it up close and be on the glass and get a better understanding on how fast the game actually is. Man, tennis will surprise you as opposed to watching on TV, as opposed to in person.
Yeah, but
it's amazing.
Watching this today, I thought, because Roy on the first hole, it was a 2-shot swing, because he bogeyed, and ended up, next thing you know, DeChambeau has the lead. I was like, okay, it's going to be interesting. And then as you started going, DeChambeau started to blow up. Justin Rose kind of lost this, because Justin Rose had the 2-day lead. He gave it all back yesterday, and then he came roaring back today, and he's going to have to find a way to play, 4 quality rounds, because you can give it back. I mean, that he had a 36-hole lead. He gave 54, gave it back, and then he came out strong today. I think he shot 600. Did he shoot 600 today to get himself back into contention? But he's probably kicking himself, Ocho, knowing that yesterday it kind of got away from him.
It did.
But that's the thing about golf. Thing be going good. Everything is flowing. And the next thing you know,
it go left quick.
Blow up. I mean, It's like, oh, it's not too bad. Next thing you know, you bogey, double bogey, shoot yourself out of contention. But congratulations to Rory McIlroy, the 2025 Masters champion. Grand prize, I think they won $4 million. Now he's got a champions dinner. He get to pick out what he's going to eat next year. He's going to be in the champion. He got a lot. I think is it a lifetime exemption now? Because I know they was trying to like 10 years. Normally, if you won the Masters, you won the tournament, Ocho, you had a lifetime exemption to come back. And you don't have to worry about it's a lifetime exemption. Okay. So congratulations, Rory McIlroy. Ocho, Warriors lose to the Clippers. Draymond Green costly miss sends the Warriors to the play-in tournament where they'll face the Grizzlies in the play-in. Draymond's layup attempt under the basket in the final moment sunk the Golden State Warriors. Now Dubs will have to settle for the 7th seed in the play-in tournament. They had risen up in the standings and been as hot since acquiring Jimmy Butler, but they lost 3 of their final 5 games in the season, including Harrison Barnes hit a 3-point shot at the buzzer to beat them in San Antonio, and that kind of really what doomed them. But now they'll play the play-in, and they played, that's Tuesday night, right? Tuesday night. So they'll play, Warriors play the Grizz, and then who's the 9-10 matchup? Okay, Sacramento plays the Mavs. So the winner of the 7-8, they're the 7th seed. The loser of the 7-8, they'll face the winner of the 9-10, and that'll be the 8th seed.
Now hold on. Now let me get my bearing straight. Let me get my understanding now. The play-in. Listen, when the Warriors play the Grizzlies, this is one shot, one and done.
Whoever wins this game, they'll be the 7th seed. The loser will play the winner of the 9-10, and that winner will be the 8th seed. So that winner, whoever the 8th seed is, they will face OKC. Right. The winner of the Grizzlies Warriors, they will face the Rockets. The Timberwolves face the Lakers, the 3-6 matchup, and the 4-5s, the Nuggets and the Clippers.
So what you think about that Lakers
Lakers are 5.
Yeah, you ain't even think about it though. I mean, like, listen, I know you think the Lakers gonna win, but how do you feel 7-game series? I mean, how many do you think the Wolves get? So you ain't giving Ant-Man no chance.
I'm giving Ant-Man a great chance. They play pretty well. He and Drew Randall, good. They got Gobert. That's gonna, but I just I like LeBron. It's gonna be interesting now. He kind of tweaked that growing a little bit the other night. He left and broke his streak. He had 20 straight seasons of scoring at least 20, averaging at least 25 points.
Yeah.
I know people gonna say he stepped off a cliff, even though he averaged 24.5 points a game in year 22 at the age of 40. And he gave you what, 8 assists and 7.8 rebounds or something like that. So I wouldn't say he's falling off a cliff. And he's probably gonna be all NBA for the 21st time in his NBA career out of 22 seasons. He's gonna probably be second team all NBA. Let that sink in for a second. In year 21, he's going to be one of the 15 best players in the NBA.
You know what? The funny fact, and I hate to go off topic. The funny thing about it is you look at LeBron's resume, you look at the consistency over the years and what he's been able to do in maintaining consistency for such a very long time, yet critics, analysts, pundits still find negative things to say about him no matter what he's achieved to this point. You got to actually nitpick. You got to dig. You got to be almost in a state of ridiculousness to find ways to be negative when someone that has never done it before and is doing it like he's doing it and still in year 22 doing it at a high level find negative things to say. It's like it makes no sense to me. Instead of admiring what he's been able to do for so long and praising what he's been able to do, regardless of whether it's to your fitting or your like because you don't like him personally. When it comes to the game of basketball, what LeBron is doing is unparalleled, and it hasn't been done before.
But Ocho, we just talked about this at the combine. They don't tell you what you did well. They tell you what he don't run fast. He don't jump high. He don't move his feet. He drops his arm. He pats the ball. And I get it, Ocho. Look, to a certain degree, I get it. Because when you're talking about when you're talking about the top 3, top 4, top 5 players of all time, okay, you try to find things to like, okay, but the vitriol which people speak about LeBron, that's what's confusing to me. But Kawhi Leonard was sensational today, 13 of 20, 4 of 8 from the three-point line. He had 33. James Harden, who could possibly be another All-NBA selection, played 48 minutes, gave you 39, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. He was great. Kawhi and James Harden was sensational. Jimmy Butler, hey, you got playoff Jimmy. He gave you 30 points, 9 assists.
Woo.
You got to do better with this rebounding. 1 rebound? Bro, you played 48 minutes and got 1 rebound. Jimmy Butler had 1 more rebound than me. And I wasn't even near the arena. You got to get better. You got to get more rebounds than that. And that's it. And the thing is, the Warriors are normally a pretty good rebounding team. They got crushed. They got beat by 17 on the glass. 9-3 on the offensive end. 33-11 on the defensive end. Who else? Podziemski, he played well, had 19 points. Moody, got to get him better than that. I'm trying to figure out, is Kuminga hurt? He didn't. That's what I'm saying. Why would when you play Kuminga? He's probably the most athletic guy on their roster.
He's hurt, huh?
He ain't hurt. They just didn't play. They get coaches DMP.
Well, if he's not getting minutes, he's not getting minutes for a reason. Obviously, when it comes time to show up, maybe he's not showing up. Why would Steve Kerr not play him if he's the most athletic? There got to be something wrong with him.
He spoke about that not getting the opportunities, or making a mistake and being snatched out of the game. It's hard to play when your team. If you're a young guy, Ocho, the hardest thing is, and you know this, if you're a young guy and your team is used to winning and you make a mistake, coaches don't have patience for that. What hurt Coach Belichick the most? Mistakes.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mike. I played with Mike. Boy.
Hold on. Is the leash that much shorter for NBA players, especially a player of his magnitude that is the most athletic on the team, where you have to do everything right? Because if you're thinking about not playing with a free mind and playing clear, then you'd be hesitant. Yes. You need to be on the court same way when it comes to football. If you're out there thinking, you're gonna be one step behind.
I agree.
You can be one step too slow.
Zubac was sensational. 11 of 16, 22 points, 17 rebounds. He almost out-rebounded the Cavs by himself. Man, Zub has been unbelievable. I still don't understand why Magic traded him for Mike Muscala. I won't ever understand that. But it is what it is. So it's going to be a great matchup because everybody remember the last time the Clippers played the Nuggets. Clippers had a 3-1 lead in the bubble. This was before Nikola Jokic became Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray, this was Jamal Murray's coming out party because he dropped a 40 burger on him. And we know what Jamal Murray is capable of doing. We've seen it time and time again. These two guys in the pick and roll, the dribble handoff, Michael Porter Jr. can get hot and can light it up. Russ coming off the bench. It's going to be a great matchup. I can see this going 6-7 games. I'm going to be shocked if it doesn't go at least 6, possibly 7 games.
Hold on. In going 6 or 7, but who you got winning? You got the Clippers upsetting? Would it be an upset?
I mean, theoretically, yes, because the Clippers are the 5 seed and the Nuggets are the 4 seed. But if you look at the way, you remember the Nuggets just fired their head coach 4 days ago.
I don't know what. You think they did that on purpose for the simple fact that putting pressure on the players, like what y'all doing right now, that ain't gonna cut it, and we want to win another one. In order to win another, we think we need to change. That ain't nothing but the players call anyway. You
Yeah,
know
for
that, huh?
sure.
That ain't nothing but the players call.
I look at it like this, Ocho. There's really never a good time to relieve someone of their duties. But if you're thinking about firing him and he goes to the Western Conference Finals, how do you make that decision to fire him? He goes to the NBA Finals. How do you fire a guy that goes to the NBA Finals? So maybe they had their mind made up. Maybe there are some things that, you look, I read what everybody else read. There have been bickering between him and the general manager, Calvin Booth. Now,
what is there to bicker about? I don't want to. What is there to bicker about?
Well, look, I mean, the general manager, when you draft guys, I want those guys to play. Mike Malone says, I'm trying to win games. I feel Russ gives me a better chance to win, so I'm going to leave him in there.
Right.
Calvin Booth said, I drafted this guy. This is a younger guy. I want these guys to play. And so it's kind of like Ty Lue.
I got you.
Ty Lue win the championship. Right. They want him to play the younger guys. Ty Lue said, no, I ain't playing them younger guys. I'm playing to win. They fired Ty Lue.
Now that's
It
tough.
is. It is absolutely very, very tough. It's going to be a great series because Jokic is going to get his numbers. I mean, think about it. Jokic finished top 3 points, rebounds, assists, and steals, and he's not going to win the MVP.
But I mean, we know why.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but we're going to look
what SGA was doing over there in Justice Special now.
His team had a better record.
Right.
He led the league in scoring, but we've never seen this. We've seen a guard lead the league in scoring. Hell, Jordan did it 10 years in a row. Tracy McGrady led the league in scoring. We've never seen somebody finish top 3, let alone rebound, points and rebound. Yes. In 3 categories, absolutely not. 4 categories, hell no. And he did that. Got no problem with Shea winning it. Shea was sensational this year. And watching him play, bro, when he puts that shoulder in your chest and step back, you might as well just go ahead and run on back down the court because it's going to go in. It's gonna go in. Don't even worry. Don't even talk about miss it or
right.
Don't even worry about it. Just head on back down the court because it's gonna go in. But this is gonna.
Matter of fact, go ahead. I want to put my bid in.
What you got?
I want to put my bid in now. Now listen. Now let's talk business. I don't want to be personal. Now I know I owe you some money. I know I owe you $5,200.
Yes,
right?
you do.
Let's put that aside right now. Let's talk business. Now, I think for the betterment of me and being able to talk about basketball as we enter the playoffs, I think it's imperative and important since you're on the West Coast and then you have access to Laker tickets. I think it's imperative that you and we go sit courtside at the Laker game.
How am I going to say?
I think that's something we should do. We should do game 1, game 2. I'm not sure what game it is, but listen, I can get a flight. Spirit flies to LA. And you and I need to go to a game. So what you think about that?
Ocho, you do realize.
Hold on, wait. Before you answer. You listen to me? Timberwolves, Werewolves, Teen Wolves, Lakers in 5.
The thing is, Ocho, when you go to games, if you go to the game, we miss the other games. It's like you do realize we go and now our schedule's going to change. We're going after every game. So we might be going 5-6 days in a row.
Okay, that's okay. But it's about continuity. It's about you and I sitting together courtside at a Laker game. Boom. Then we watch the game. We leave maybe late in the 4th.
I don't know if you know. You know what Laker playoff game tickets cost?
Boy, you got it. You good?
No, you got it.
You got it.
You got it. I ain't bought no new car. I ain't got no new house. I ain't got no chrome heart jeans. I ain't got none of that.
Nah, but you got to think. You got to understand, right? I got 11 jobs. So I told you, this is my season. I'm just trying to treat myself. I ain't done nothing nice for myself in a very long time. Huh?
Treat us to some tickets. I'm glad you said that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get on the call like Freddie. As a matter of fact, go ahead, keep talking. I'm finna text it right now.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How you the one told me you had courtside, you had season tickets.
I gave them up last year.
Okay, you gave them up, but you still have, it's like part ownership. You still got ownership.
Nah.
Well, tell me who you gave them up to so I can send you a message. Like you gave him up all the way.
Yeah.
Like you don't have access to him no more. You can't call the people and say, "Listen, I want to go to
Freddie.
the game."
I'm calling the guy that I got. I'm texting Freddie right now.
Yeah. See what he says. Ask him how much he want for 2, so we can go to the game. I'm excited. I think that'd be a good time, man. That'd be a good time.
And plus, it's Timberwolves and Ant-Man. Everybody's gonna want to go.
Well, listen. I mean, but hey, you got done. Listen, it's about camaraderie. You know, just think about me, you courtside, hot dogs, popcorn. You know, we get on the jumbotron, Unc and Ocho here, and we wave to the people and stuff.
Ocho, you just
like
spent $600,000 on a car,
huh?
That Lambo.
What about it?
That's $600,000.
It was $700,000.
Okay. Oh, hey, you think I'm about to put? Boy, I wish I might.
Listen, Unc, let me live a little bit, Unc. When you was flying private, I ain't say nothing. I mean, I did say something, but I ain't say nothing. When you were sitting courtside, at the liquor game, I ain't say nothing. Listen, when you paid for a $10,000 dog, I mean, I said something, but you still did it. Let me treat myself, Unc. I ain't bought myself nothing in 37 years, man.
Good.
37 years. Chad, I know the chat understand.
I don't understand nothing.
1 year.
This man want me to
know who that is?
What up, Freddie?
Hey, good. Freddie, what's up, Freddie?
Freddie, what we looking at? What we looking like for Lakers? Game 1, game 2.
Telling me and you.
Yeah, what he looking like?
Unc, you got to negotiate, man. Don't just ask him. You got to negotiate. You got to learn how to talk, man.
Okay. All right.
What we looking like?
Back tomorrow.
I don't like that. Unc, you got to learn how to talk to these people. Unc, you got this. Let me tell you something. When it comes to negotiating, you got to establish dominance right away. You asking the wrong question. You don't give him the opportunity to give you the number. You give him the number.
Those tickets belong to somebody. They have to sell them. Huh? Those people that sit there, they make more than me and you both in 6 months.
Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about. The fact that they make more than you both, they gonna negotiate.
Those people had those tickets for years, Ocho. They ain't nobody just all of a sudden say, you know what, I want season tickets to the Lakers. You got to know somebody. You got to get them up off them, huh? Oh,
you do realize these people are fans of us. You do know that, right?
Ocho.
You do know that, right?
When you talk about people that's worth $300-400 million, fans is one thing.
Right. I know all them. What you saying? They know us. They know you. They know me. What you saying?
Man, look here.
Think about it. What can they do with $300-400 million that we can't do with $5 million?
Oh, they can do a lot. Now, if you'd say 250 and 300, I'd agree with you. You talk about $5 million, 300, they can do a lot.
Hold on. They can do a lot.
$300 million, I promise you, if I got $300 million, I'm flying private. Everywhere.
No, you're
the
not.
hell
no,
you
you're
say?
Not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I promise you not. I wouldn't even. If you had $300 million, I wouldn't have allowed you.
You ain't got to allow me. I'm flying. You better let me get $100 million. Damn, 3. What can, like you said, what can you do with $300 million? I can't do with $100 million. Oh, I'm flying private.
It's unnecessary, huh? Listen, you need to be a people person.
I am.
You need to be amongst the people.
The pilot and the flight attendants on the private plane. Ash, you like private, don't you, Ash? It was good. Ash like, yeah. They got nice food. George said, we got pancakes. He woke up, he ate about 4 breakfasts. I'm like, how you go to sleep and eat up and eat 4 breakfasts?
But you can do that. You can do that flying commercial. You can do that flying commercial. No. It's different. It's different being amongst
but when you fly private, you determine when the flight leaves. Commercial, you got to go when they say if that flight's at 2:59 or 3:59. I can say, you know what, Ocho? I want to leave at 5:15. I want to leave at X amount of time. And guess what? I pull it right up there to the tarmac, get my bags out, boom, boom. I'm get on there. I bring my dogs. I can bring whatever. It's the convenience. Yes, Ocho. It's still the distance is the distance to the destination. It's the convenience, and that's what, Ocho. At this juncture in our life, the way we prepared ourselves, we do everything for convenience now.
Yeah.
That's what it's about now, Ocho. Right. It's about convenience.
I got you.
Having someone, okay, hey, boom, you handle that. Okay, we'll handle this. Okay, we'll handle that. And that's what PJs, that's what they give you an opportunity to do. But he'll hit me back. I've been knowing Freddie. I've been knowing Freddie now for 3 years. And
okay. That's it? Just three?
Because I was at a game and he was like, I see you at a lot of games. He's like, I'll give you a better price.
So, see, there we go. Now we talking.
Put the number in.
Now we talking.
And Ocho, then I bought the season tickets. Season tickets was like, hold on. I only played for 19 games.
Okay.
That was almost 300,000. There's 42 games. There's 41 games in the regular season.
Hold on.
Yes.
Let me gather my thoughts real quick. So you bought 19 games at 300,000. Now I was a math major.
Yes.
So a game, that's about
2 tickets.
Hold on. Let me carry the one.
Probably about $18,000.
A game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When you put it like that, that ain't bad.
That
ain't bad. That's about right.
Realize, like when the playoff come, boo, 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 boo.
Oh, it go up?
Hell yeah, bro! Hey, I went to the Miami Heat game.
Right. Oh, that's not that bad. You know, I sit courtside in Miami.
I went
that
to game
ain't that
2 at the NBA Finals when they played San Antonio.
Oh, the final. I thought you meant a regular game.
And I was up under. Up under the basket.
Right.
Those 2 tickets cost me
about 12,
17,000,
12 a piece. Okay, yeah, that's about
and that
right.
was LeBron's.
Right.
That was when they played San Antonio because they lost. Remember, they had lost to San Antonio the first game. Tony Parker hit that shot, layup shot, and then LeBron. So I came back and saw the one that LeBron blocked, Thiago Splitter shot. So I was right up under the basket when that happened.
Right. Okay.
And plus, it was so expensive because now the flight. I stayed at the Fountain Blue. That's when I got up. And I got up down there. I went out to the front desk, coach. I said, hey, when y'all gonna stop playing this music?
What music?
At the Fountain Blue.
At Live?
No, they was at the Fountain Blue. You know, they played music the whole night.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they be cutting up now. They be cutting up.
They like Mr. Sharpe. That's kind of what we're known for. I say, I sure wish I'd have known.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what I would have been known for. Staying here. Bad. Between the music and the birds squawking, I said, "Oh man, later for this."
Yeah.
So, so I can only imagine what final tickets would cost for a Lakers game.
I mean, hey, do the players get too calm?
Probably.
And it's not courtside.
Oh hell no!
Family
section. Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe we listen. I can make a few
you want
calls.
Me to call LeBron?
Now I could call LeBron. He gave me the ball, so I know he wouldn't mind giving me no tickets.
But I think that's going to be a great series, though. I think it's going to be a great series. Ant-Man, Drew Randall, they play really well. Mike Conley, he always comes out. They got a nice little squad. But I like the Lakers. If LeBron is good to go, I like the Lakers. I like that 3-headed monster with Luka, AR, Bron. I like that.
You know, I got something for you right here, though.
What that?
Minnesota, meet a quota. You Toyota. Lakers in 5.
Okay, Ocho, this is what was said by Steve Kerr after the game. After the game, Kerr spoke about Kuminga and said, JK has been really impactful for us. It doesn't mean he's out of the loop going forward. This is how the game played out. I just told him in walkthrough that we were going to not go with the usual rotation. I didn't tell him he wasn't going to play because I wasn't sure if he was going to play or not.
Now, didn't we have the same issue at the Olympics?
Yep, he was the head coach.
Didn't we have the same issue with that at the Olympics where certain people weren't playing?
No, certain people with Jason
Tatum. We had the
Tatum.
same issue. Now, here we go in the regular season, during the NBA season, in an important game that you need to win, and your most athletic player that you brought to my attention is not on the court, doing what he does best because he makes mistakes. He's inconsistent, whatever it may be. In order to lose the inconsistency, you have to have reps. You have to build confidence. You know how you build confidence? That's by being on the goddamn court.
I don't get it. You mean to tell me Kuminga, who can defend, and You play post. I get it. If Harden's in there, you got to have a big. I'm surprised Kevon Looney didn't play a little bit more than what he did because he's a big body that can battle a Zubats. But Kuminga's not playing. That's hard. That's hard. For you've been playing and all of a sudden the coach tell you at shoot around, say you may or may not play, but stay ready. He's a young guy. He's not like a Lou Will. He's not like a Jamal Crawford that knows that, I'm going to come off the bench X, Y, and Z. He's a young player. He's trying to gain traction. He's trying to gain his confidence. And then he's like, I've been in the rotation. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you don't play. It's tough, Ocho. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But Kerr's won 4 championships. He's not going to get criticized, Ocho. It's just not.
Yeah, you can't. It's
kind
There's
of
nothing
hard
to say
to
because
argue
of the rings.
the success that he's had. But all I know, he's been in the play-in more times than not. And he's never won a game in which he's been in the play-in. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this shapes up. But I was surprised that Kuminga did not play in this series. All right, Ocho. So here we have the seeding, the 9-10 matchup, Sacramento Kings versus the Dallas Mavericks. 7-8 matchup, the Golden State Warriors versus the Memphis Grizzlies. The 4-5 matchup is the Clippers versus the Nuggets. The 3-6 matchup is the Lakers versus the T-Wolves. Rockets will face the 7th seed, and the OKC Thunder will face the 8th seed. So whoever wins out of Golden State and the Grizzlies will be the 7th seed. And then the winner of the 9-10 will face the loser of the 7-8 matchup. Okay? In the East, we have 4-5. The Indiana Pacers are the 4 seed. The Milwaukee Bucks are the 5 seed. The 3-6 matchup, the New York Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons. The 7-8 matchup is the Orlando Magic. They take on the 8th seed Atlanta Hawks. The winner of the 7-8 will be the number 7 seed, and they'll face the Boston Celtics. The loser of the 7-8 will face the 9-10 Bulls Heat. That winner draws the Cleveland Cavaliers. So in both sides, 4-5, 3-6 has already been determined. Eastern Conference, the Pacers take on the Bucks. 3-6, Knicks versus the Pistons. On the West, 3-6, Lakers take on T-Wolves. 4-5 in the West, Nuggets versus the Clippers. So,
man, what happened to the Heat, man?
Jimmy Butler left.
Man.
Jimmy Butler left. So we're gonna find out, Ocho. You're gonna find out what y'all made of, bro. See if y'all got what y'all cooking with. But it should be some good matchups.
No.
It should be some good matchups. I think the 3-6 on both sides. Detroit looks really, really good this year. JB Bernie's son, excuse me. JB Bickerstaff, he should get some mention for Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Udoka, he should get a mention for Coach of the Year. Who else I think? JJ Redick. I don't think JJ is going to win. I think it should be out of Doka and the Pistons. If I had a vote, I'm voting for JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah. Goddamn Piston playing good, boy. I got what's Cumming. How you say your last name?
Huh? Kuminga?
Cumming.
K Cunningham?
No. From the Pistons. Oh,
okay,
man.
Cunningham, nice.
Hey, boy. Boy, remind me of myself in high school, boy.
And Malik Beasley's making threes. I was like, damn, I sure wish he was making no three when he was with the Lakers like that.
Cut and letting them loose, boy.
They got Durden. They got a nice little squad, Ocho.
They got a
nice little squad.
Yeah. Hey, they young too, man.
Yeah.
They young.
Yeah. Joker becomes the 3rd player to average a triple-double during the season. He joins his teammate, Russell Westbrook, Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson and Russ are the only ones to average a 30-point triple-double. Jokic finishes 0.2 points short of that. He averaged 29.8 points per game, 12.8 rebounds per game, 10.3 assists per game, and averaged 1.8 steals per game, which was tied for second. Dyson Daniels led the league with 3.0 assists per game. Jokic had more triple-doubles this season, 34, than any three players in the league combined. No other players else entered Friday with more than 10 this season. I think LeBron had exactly 10, correct?
Mm.
So that just goes to show you just how dominant Jokic was.
Very, very. Hey, I got a
Yes.
question. As dominant as he
Yes.
is, right? Being that his game isn't based on explosion and being quick and playing above the rim, how long can he keep this up?
As long as he want to. It's been reported he's about to sign a 3-year, $212 million extension in the offseason, which is the Supermax, which is the most a guy can sign for, which is that $70 million per year extension, which Luka was going to be entitled to this offseason. So,
Right.
because
Well,
of his game,
Luka's
it's not a lot of pounding, Ocho. It's not a lot of up and down. He can play another 8 years.
Consistently doing this.
You got this. As long as his mind stays sharp.
Yeah.
But you got to realize those type players are not like American players.
Right.
It's not the end all be all of them. You hear them talk, he wants to get back to his horses. He wants to get back to his native land. He wants to be with his family. Right. That's what he wants to do. I'm not saying he doesn't take the game serious. He takes the game. You don't become this good. I don't care how talented you are.
Yeah.
Be this dominant without taking the game serious, without putting the work in. And that was the thing.
Right.
I mean, people talk about Luka. Luka put the work in. I think that the thing is with Luka is that you look at his body. He's never going to have a body like LeBron James. He's never going to have a body like Dwight Howard. Neither is Jokic.
Yeah.
That's not their makeup. That's not their genetic makeup, Ocho. That's not how they're going to be built. European players. What European players you see built like that? Got caps on their shoulders, abbed up.
Right, you're right.
Got quad, hamstring definitely. That ain't what they are. All I want, can you put the ball in the basket?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He had a phenomenal season, but Shea should win the MVP. He's earned that. He's been, all those consecutive 20-point games, all those, he led the league in 50-point games, led the league in 40-point games, 30-point games, 20-point games. He's been sensational. And they have the best record in the NBA. Oh, he got one the other. Yeah. Giannis has 11. LeBron has 10. So LeBron finished second. Third with triple doubles. But Jokic was far ahead of everybody with those triple doubles. But it's going to be a very interesting matchup because there's a big body that can bang with him. But here's the thing. Zubac's going to have to be extremely careful because he can get him in foul trouble because Jokic had all those moves, those ups and unders and loop, dupes-a-doop. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this thing plays out. Before the Jazz game against the Wolves, Malik Beasley tweeted, "Ant, you need 7 threes to beat me." Ant became the youngest player to lead the league in 3 points made. He got it. He said, "Ant, you need that." Ant said, "Okay. Say no more, fam."
And he went and got all 7.
Yep. Beat him by 1.
It's so funny when you think about it. When you think about hitting 7 threes, it sounds so easy until you're in a structured environment, actually playing a game, and don't understand how difficult it is.
Ant had
but
43.
Ant, nice, boy.
He was 7 of 18 from 3, 15 of 31 from the field in 40 minutes. He was plus 20. Rudy Gobert had 19 and 18 rebounds. Drew Randall had 10 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. They got great production off the bench from Naz Reid, gave him 11 points. Dante DiVincenzo gave him 16 points, and Nikhil Alexander gave him 9 points. So 25, 30. So they got 36 bench points. The Jazz, Oscar Tshiebwe played well, gave him great points off the bench. I don't know what the Jazz really going to do. But the Timberwolves, that's the Lakers' next opponent. They got a guy that can protect the rim, Rudy Gobert. But the thing is,
you got no
when
big.
you got it, he's not a guy you run plays for. You just got to keep him off the glass. Jackson Hayes, just keep him out of the glass.
Right.
Don't go no pump fakes. Don't do any of that. Just keep him off the glass. The problem is that in the fourth quarter he becomes a liability because everybody's gonna put him in the pick and roll and they're gonna make him guard.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back and watch the game last year, what did Luka do? Put him in the pick and roll. Come on. As Mark Jackson used to say, "Shall I have this dance?" Yes, you may. And so that's what you got to do to the big guys that punish him. He's out there in the back. He's out there because look, as a defensive player, and he's won what 4 defensive player of the years now, Ash?
Yes.
He's really a help defender. He's not like an on-ball defender. Elijah Wan was an on-ball defender. You know, Jordan and guys like that were on-ball. He's a help defender because those guys get him out there in no man's land because it's hard. He's 7 foot tall, wears probably size 19, 20 shoe. Bro, you're not finna slide and make. You might get him on the first one, but are you gonna be there that second move? Are you gonna be that third move?
Right.
4, yeah. So he tied Ben Wallace because Ben Wallace has 4 also, and Mutombo. Okay. So it's gonna be a very interesting matchup. But Malik, you told Ed he need 3 to beat you, and he's gonna get enough shots up. He shot 18 threes. They shot 43 and had 18 of the 43. He had 7 of the 13 makes. But now they got what they wanted. They're the 6th seed. They get the Lakers. When does the series start? Do you know when the series start? Saturday, Sunday? So they're playing. So they're not starting before Monday. I mean Sunday.
They don't have the schedule. Hey,
they don't have the schedule out because it's because it's contingent on because the play-in teams you don't want them to you want to give them a fair so probably the 4 or 5 matchups on both sides and the 3-6 matchups they'll probably go off first because those guys will have forgotten all the rest they done playing. Somebody from the the 7-8 and the 9-10s. Right. So that's probably how it's going to go.
Listen, that's a good thing that we don't know when they play. That gives us enough time for Fred to hit us back and give us a number on what it's going to look like for you. I'm serious, man. That I think that'd be good, not just for us to watch the game.
Oh, Joe, you just bought a $700,000 car, bro. Come out the money and break bread.
Hold on, let me talk to you real quick. Let me talk to you. I think it would be cool, right? It's one thing we do the show, right? But we don't really get a chance to really spend time together. Now we have great chemistry on camera. Now let's continue that in person, sitting courtside and doing what the fellas do. We could be like life. Remember Martin and Eddie Murphy?
Claude and Ray,
and you. Claude and Ray. Like no cameras, no just 2 fellas kicking back, watching the game, enjoying it, talking basketball. You can teach me a thing or 2.
Chad, y'all help me. Tell me what I'm missing here, Chad. Ocho bought, he got a new crib, $21,000 in just a handful of furniture. Y'all saw the man spend all this money on chrome heart jeans, and he just spent $700K on a car, and he want me to pay for courtside seats.
Whoa. And listen, you ain't got to pay for them. We can split it.
No, you should pay for it.
Okay. All right, I got you. I got you. So I tell you what. Take that $5,200 off the table, and I get us courtside ticket. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling like that.
How you gonna pay something? How you gonna pay something with my money, Chad?
You just said, oh, now come on, now you got to make up your mind now. Now either we gonna sit courtside together, and have some type of chemistry and enjoy the game, or you want your $5,200. You can't have it both ways.
Hey man, I bought you a gift. I bought you a gift with your money.
You being selfish now. Don't be selfish. I'm trying to do something out of the goodness of my heart. You talk about what I owe you, but I'm paying for courtside tickets that quadruple what I owe you. It's the thought that counts.
So you gonna buy me
sharing is caring.
You gonna buy me a ticket with my money?
Now I'm not gonna use your money. I'm gonna use the money I already got. Now, the money I owe you is set aside.
Well, set it aside in my pocket. Let it sit beside me. Since I want it to be beside me.
You make listen.
Man,
You,
this
you
man
very
here,
difficult to work for.
Chad, this man spent $700K on a Lambo. He just got furniture. He got a 70-inch TV with surround sounds. Y'all saw him sitting on a Ferrari. Y'all saw the man in chrome hard jeans.
Hold on. That Ferrari old, huh? That's old.
Them chrome hard jeans
That's
ain't
20,
old.
that's 20. I got a booster in Miami, get everything for me, I ain't even got to pay full price for
Who
nothing.
made that shirt you got on?
This
I know what it is. I just wanted you to say it. And I know what it costs.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got the lookbook
it's just
too.
a little chain. Oh, you got this?
No, I ain't get that. But I got the lookbook that it came out of.
Oh, yeah. You know, I was in the lookbook. And let me treat myself. It's 2025. I told you, man. I'm shutting
treat
down
myself. I got something in mind for 5,200.
What you got in mind?
Whoa.
Tell me. Tell us what you got in mind.
I might have one of those Ronies I want to take out.
For 5,200? Yeah. Oh, absolutely not. You ain't spend no 5,200 on no. No.
Chad, how this man gonna tell me what I can spend my money on?
Hey, you ain't spending. Listen, let me tell you something. I love you like a brother, and you always talk to me when it comes to doing things I shouldn't be doing. You ain't spending 5,200 on Nathaniel, because she ain't been in your life long enough. Because I don't even know who she is. The fact that I don't know who it is, that means she ain't worth 5,200. Now, if she was that special, I would know about her. I'm gonna tell it to you like
I told you I need 5,200 for the dog.
What dog?
I told you I'm getting a dog.
Okay, I tell you what. You send a lady in Europe, right? The dog in Europe. You send her the first 500, and when she get hit with the dog, I see the other 52.
I already sent her the money. I already sent her half.
Okay. When the dog get here, I pay for the dog.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
I got you.
Luka says the Lakers have the team to make a title run. Ocho, do you believe him?
Absolutely. He's supposed to say that, huh? He's supposed. Listen, if he was able, you said Luka, right? Let me make sure I get my bearings right. Listen, if Luka said it for a reason, he already did it with Dallas. And then he has the greatest player of all time, playing alongside of him. If you get everybody else to contribute and the bench shows up when they need to show up, there's a possibility it can be done. Now, I think one of the issues that we're going to run into, like I'm talking about we. Listen, I'm a Heat fan. I'm just saying we for continuity based on talking about the Lakers and what Luka had to say. If the bench shows up, I think the only issue we will have is the fact that they don't have a big, and depending on who they play, styles and matchups are very important in the 7-game series. Very important.
They don't have a big. Minnesota doesn't have a big that you can like. Rudy Gobert is not going to hurt you because you don't have to run plays. Now you're going to have to keep him off the glass because he can rebound and give you second chance opportunities.
It is. That might be a problem because we don't have nobody. Who do we? Why do I keep saying we? God damn it! Who do we have that can
Jackson
do that?
Hayes should be able to keep him
to prevent them from having second shot chances.
Jackson Hayes.
That's my dude. Hey, that's Coach Hayes' son, huh?
What Coach Hayes?
My tight end coach for the Bengals.
Oh, is it?
Yes,
Jonathan Hayes.
Know that? Yes, that's his son.
That.
Yeah.
I played in the league. I was with he was, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was at Kansas City when I was in the league.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Coach Hayes. Matter of fact, I got the picture with Lil Hayes, right? He was yay high. I'm talking about short.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that, Ocho.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I only knew because the same night when the Lakers played Philly when goddamn Pat Beverly was there. Pat Bev was coming over to talk to me, and Jackson Hayes came up first, and it pissed Pat off, so Pat walked off. And I'm like, wait a minute, boy, what you and I didn't know he was in the NBA. He's like, yeah. I asked him how Pops was doing. Pops was doing good. I was like,
is he still
crazy.
In Cincinnati? He's not coaching in Cincinnati, is he?
No, he's not in Cincinnati. Zach Taylor, it's a completely different staff. Completely different. Top to bottom.
Yeah. But I think it's going to be a great, I think it's, look, Luka, LeBron, and AR That should be plenty of offense. Guys just got to play
Yeah.
their role. You need
That's it.
Finney Smith. You need Vando when they come in. They need to do a job. Hey, Ant-Man gonna get his points, but you just got to make it difficult.
Yeah.
You got to make him exert himself as much as you possibly can, because
On the defensive end.
So that's gonna be on
Yeah.
Luka. That's gonna be on AR. You got to make him work. You got to make him exhaust himself on one end of the court. You can't let him rest. He's not gonna play LeBron. LeBron's too big. So somebody's got to guard Luka. And so if I'm looking at the pull back up. Oh, let me see here. Pull this up right quick. So could they possibly put on Luka? Box score. I'm trying to figure who they're gonna put on Luka. Nah, not that. They want that game. Oh, here it is right here. See what they can put on Luka. Jaden McDaniels. Well, he can only guard one. Julius Randle will probably take LeBron. Jaden McDaniels is going to have to guard Luka. Or he's going to have to guard AR. And that means, Ant-Man going to have to guard the other one.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Listen, just sitting here talking about it, man, with you back and forth, man, you got to want to actually be there in person, man. Because I think the chat would enjoy that. The chat would enjoy it. Just you and I at the game. Man, I'm excited. I got chills talking about it, man. I can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna be a great one. It's gonna be a great series. I'm hoping for a great series. Hopefully everybody stays healthy and get the job done. But I don't think you can really. I think this is a great matchup. You got LeBron, Luka, and you got Ant-Man.
Yes, sir.
You can't ask for anything more than that. Then you got a young star. You got LeBron. We know what he is in the playoffs. All the records for the most part. 10 NBA Finals, 4 championships, 4 MVPs, first in point scores, second in assists. Up there in rebounds, up there in block shots, and all that. So this is a great matchup. I can't wait to see it. Probably not going to get kicked off before Sunday of next week. I can see maybe Saturday, but I'm thinking Sunday. Huh? Actually, I don't know. We haven't seen it yet. So, Ocho, Matt Eberfluse handling of the infamous Hail Marys loss annoyed Bears players Caleb Williams revealed. How Eberfluse handled it all at the time for that game was, I think, one of the things that throughout the locker room people talked about and were annoyed by. Eberfluse had him. Hold on. What about the DB that was joshing around with the fans? What about the accountability of the players if he was where he was supposed to be? See, that's what annoys me about these Gen Z, is that they want to absolve themselves of responsibility, accountability. Now we see the guy. He's over there doing this. The play is going on. He's making fun of the people and the fans who have no impact on the game. And then the quarterback blames the head coach.
Listen, Unc, you know how it is in situations like that. We go over all that on Fridays, huh?
Yes.
We go over every scenario possible on Friday, just in case it happens.
So let me ask you this.
Just do what you do in practice.
And the one thing that we didn't do is that when we run those flows and we practice, the guys on the defensive side, they're not messing with the people in the stands.
Oh, absolutely.
So
not.
Caleb Williams, if you don't mind me asking, so what responsibility? What was that? Was his last name Stevenson? Who was that DB number 29? So I just want to know. I just want to hear him say what. Tyreek Stevenson, Caleb Williams, as two guys that played in the NFL. What responsibility, what role did Tyreek Stevenson play in that? I know you said there was things permeating throughout the locker room that Eberfluse when you lost that game. I just want to hear you say what role you believe he played in that.
Right. Now, was this said recently by Caleb Williams? We're not misquoting anything he said, right?
How Eberfluse handled it at the time for that game,
right?
I think was one of the things that throughout the locker room people talked about and were annoyed by.
Okay. I mean, and listen, I'm not sure how that's on the coach at all, because I'm sure when it's done in Friday's practice, whether it be walkthrough or whether it be full speed, I'm sure you're not messing around with the fans in the stands.
If he's where he's supposed to be,
that's it. The outcome might be different. The outcome might be different. Now, there have been times where people have done the right way, and it just so happened they got lucky and they caught it. You can live with that.
with it.
I can live with that.
But I can't live with this.
No.
And that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely not.
And see, what I tell people, hard work doesn't guarantee you anything. But I believe I believe without it, you don't have a chance. See, Ocho, if I go by something and I work as hard as I possibly can, and it doesn't happen, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But when people have regret, if I didn't stay out so late, if I didn't drink, had I taken it more serious.
Come on now.
You can have lifetime. You can have a lifetime of discipline. Or you can have a lifetime of regret. Choose wisely.
Hold on. Where my pen and pad at now?
Don't
God
do that.
Damn it.
Don't do that.
Where my pen and baby?
I can't. I can't.
Wait. Give me. Come on. Listen. Give me that one more time. You can have a lifetime
Discipline
of what?
or a lifetime of regret. For you to blame the coach when you see the guy joshing around, the play is going on, and then he's running as hard as he possibly can to try, and then he's late. He's the one that tipped the ball and let Brown catch it. Noah Brown catch it.
Yeah. You're supposed to knock the ball down. Whatever you do. Rule number 1, knock the ball down. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I don't get. Look, it's over with. Just move on. He came out better saying, "Hey, look, guys, that was last year. Hopefully, we're better in those situations this year. We got a new coaching staff. Right. Guys are excited. I get my rookie year had some ups, had some downs. There's some things I can do better. We will get better. We've improved in a lot of areas. We revamped the offensive line. Guys understand me. I understand them. Hey, I'm very excited about this season. But to talk about that play without mentioning a player that should have been, I don't get down like that.
In position?
No.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, and one thing about them Bears, I could tell you this. Now, I would just to finish on something positive. That goddamn Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. Boy, the magic that they finna have and the chemistry they finna have.
They got Roman Doomsday. They got DJ Moore. They improved that offensive line by leaps and bounds. Joe Tooney. They signed a couple of guys. They got 3 guys in free agency.
Yeah. Listen, the offensive creativity alone itself, the Bears are going to be must watch. They're going to be must watch. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for them, but they don't have a choice.
I'm excited
because Detroit's in that division. The Packers are in that division. Minnesota's in that division. What choice do you have?
Right.
If you don't get better, guess what? You'll finish in last again, like you finished for the last several years.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me use the bathroom real quick. Hold on.
All right, Chad, we got a very funny guy joining us tonight to talk about all things of sports and whatever else he wants to talk about. Joining us, I don't know where he's joining us from. That looked like New York in the backdrop of Chicago, so I'll go New York. Funny Marco.
Yo, oh, you can see me.
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh yeah, this is my new condo. I'm in New York.
Okay, go ahead on, big dog.
Yeah, you know how it go. 20
overlooking. I mean, that look like, is that the Hudson behind you?
Nah, I don't know what it is. It's $20,000 a month though.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
I'm in New York. I'm in my condo. I'm in New York.
Oh, okay. How much you said it is a
20?
month? 20 what?
20,000. I mean, it comes with our furniture and stuff.
That's a backdrop.
Okay.
That's probably a green screen.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't no green screen.
Can I ask you a question?
Hey, get up and walk back. Get up there and walk back.
I don't walk around in my apartment like that.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's green.
Yeah, I don't want to. If somebody breaking my house, you gonna like you feel me?
How'd you mean somebody go break in your house? If you paying $20,000 a month for a place in New York, they got guards.
I'm saying, but I'm because I got 2 of them, so it's 10,000 a month. So I'll just say 20. I'll just sum it up.
What you mean you got two? What a month?
No, my mama lived next door. What's funny?
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, what that $100 that you owe?
What's up, Unc? Sean, what's up, Unc?
What's up?
No, hey,
hold on, Unc.
Man, where that $100?
Marco, why you call him Unc if y'all the same age? Why you just saying him? Why you ain't never asked him that? Why you call him Unc like to make him feel old?
Hey, why you ignoring me? Where's the $100 you owe me?
You don't need it.
Marco, I don't want to have to put no hands on you, boy. Man,
all I gotta do is call Harrison. Don't let me get Harrison on.
Who?
You know what I'm talking about? Wasn't it Andy Harrison? What's his name?
James Harrison.
Yeah, who was about to? And you just sit there and let him watch. You didn't do nothing. You was smiling the whole time. You didn't get. You knew you.
I'm the promoter.
No, but I'm saying you did. You seen he was scared, and you just watched it go back and forth.
Nah, Ocho ain't scared.
Wait, you seen who was? You seen
no,
who was
you
scared?
Was scared of him. He a big dude.
Scared. I don't care about nobody being big, man. Listen, you'll see. Hold on, stay with me real quick. You'll see when we fight Super Bowl week. We'll see who's scared.
I know, but you ain't be scared to get beat up.
Who get beat up? No, you scared to lose?
I mean, I wouldn't fight him.
Why?
I just got. I protect myself. You see, you see where I live. I live in good environments. I work hard for myself.
I work hard too, but you can't just let people because they big. You're not supposed to be scared of them. You got to stand up for yourself.
Y'all don't cuss on none, do y'all?
Well, what you gonna say? You scared as hell?
I was saying, I don't do that cussing shit. It's cool.
Man, Mark, let me ask you this: Were you funny growing up, or did you stumble into comedy? Were you a class clown, or did you prank people? How did you stumble? How did you come into this role that you are now?
Well, in school, I'm dyslexic, so
Wait, you what? You what?
Dyslexic. I'm a struggle.
You got away with words like Ocho.
What's funny?
Hey, you can spell that?
No, I'm not really.
Okay, so you was dyslexic, and then what happened?
My bad.
I was just struggling in school, and just once people pick on you for not being able to read or spell, you got to find your way to get out of it. So I used to just try to find a humor. Y'all ever heard of popcorn reading? Popcorn reading is where you like read and somebody pick you to read. So like that's how they used to get me to read. So like a lot of people used to pick on me and pick.
So did you get a diploma? Did you get a certificate, participation award? So what happened? Yeah,
it was 5 students in the classroom and a dog, 2 teachers, Miss Collins. Well, we on here to speak our truth or what?
Yeah, for sure.
I know.
Go ahead. My bad.
So
I'm just saying, what school did y'all all graduate? Did y'all all go to like school? How many people was in your classroom?
Yeah.
I mean, I was in a full class.
What's a full class? What's a full class?
42 students.
Dude, but I changed class.
How do your teachers focus on you with 42 students?
I mean, it's a professor. That's what happened at the university.
But we have 4 students in our classroom because we can get like the teachers focus on the main people.
Did you stay in that same classroom the whole day, or did you change classes at any point in time during the day?
I stayed in the same classroom. We had 2 teachers, so they wrote.
Interesting.
Why you say that?
Well, most.
When you say normally, what do you mean by that? Because
normally most students they change classes unless there are some deficiencies.
What does that mean? I don't know what that word means.
That means that, you know, you're deficient in certain things and they don't want you to get lost between changing classes. So they just keep you. Let me ask you a question. Did the teacher meet you when let the school bus pull up? Did the teacher meet you there and walk you to class and then walk you back to the school bus? Or did
Well, on
they
the
just
bus,
let you off
it
and
was
you went?
I was the only one that rode my bus.
Oh,
I
damn.
stayed in Cloverleaf, I stayed in Cloverleaf Apartments in Kansas City. So I was
Okay.
only, and that's because I lived in a project. So
Okay.
I got selected to go to that school. That's what my mama told me. I was selected.
How many recesses and how many lunches did you have in a day?
We had one, and then we had dog walk. Dog walk was where you get to walk the dog.
Oh, okay.
Did
So
y'all have dogs?
what? No, at home, not in school.
Oh.
What was your favorite subject? Lunch? Nap time?
I mean, you know, school was just, you know, it was fun. I graduated.
You did?
Yeah,
With a diploma or certificate?
it was both. It was in a plastic. It was a plastic. It was what's that called? Laminated. It was laminated.
Oh, but you know, you
Okay.
have to have it laminated. They don't hand it to you laminated.
No, they handed laminated with us, and you open it up, and it said, "Congratulations, Marco Summers. You have completed high school diploma."
Oh, that's dope. Oh, you ain't go to
Oh
college?
no,
huh?
I ain't go. No, college. You know, college ain't for everybody.
Right. Hey, you know what?
Seems
That's
like
fact.
school wasn't
The
for
fact that
everybody
you've
either.
been able to.
I know y'all only went to
Yeah.
college because y'all was good at sports. Everybody on here, let's be real. Everybody on here ain't that smart.
Well, hold on. Wait, whoa. That's a fact. Listen,
But I
sports
am
was
good
my
at
plan B.
reading. I can read. That one thing, especially I can read a Harry Potter book in a day. So that's one thing that I am good at
a Harry
in a
Potter
day.
book.
So that's one thing a lot of people I am good at reading.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. I have a question. How did you go from trolling in Walmart to interviewing rappers and celebrities on couches? Like that's tremendous for someone that didn't go to college, for someone that didn't
Okay,
Yeah, and how
graduate.
you read them notes?
okay. You ain't gotta add all that. Like I know.
Okay, my bad. Okay, I'm just
But
how did you go from
I mean, I believe because at COVID time it was like the city was shut down, so I was out and I
right,
got I was interviewing people on the streets, like
right,
and I was like always pay them for their advice, like how did they feel about COVID? So I was the only one working during COVID, like time still doing, so that was one big thing. So and then with me being able to talk to like people out on the streets, it was just like opening the door that I was good at communication. So and then
right,
just getting a chance to talking to a few underground rappers, and then it started going up and up, and there you go. Yeah.
See, I
I'm in a
like that.
condo
I
right now
like
in New
that you just
York,
said that.
$20,000 a month. This condo I worked hard for.
Mm. At what moment, or what celebrity was your breakthrough where it was like, you know what I have going on and what I'm doing right now just might be bigger than just internet funny, where it's taken off to the point where you can afford a $20,000 a month condo
Yeah, the
in New
one I'm
York.
in right now, right?
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, talking and getting to sit down with Nicki Minaj, that kind of like open.
Oh, that blew
Yeah,
blew
it
blew
was
you
it was
up.
scared. Like she was a good part. I was just scared, talking to her, but I feel
Hold up. Nicki
Right.
Minaj sit down with you and she won't sit down with me?
Shannon, you know how you are. It's kind of hard sitting down with you. You know how you are when you sit down. Because
How am I?
Shannon, you warm people up and then you just like you hit them with it. Like, and then you act like, I didn't know it. So like one thing
I
that
don't.
no, but you really good at manipulating the situation, which you're great at what you do, right? Because everybody love you for it. Everybody watch your interviews, but you're really good at willing somebody in. You could be a detective on the show.
Yeah,
If 50 Cent is
I
watching
like
this,
that.
he need to put you on fire as a cop. It will be really good.
I like that. I like that. Hey, listen, bro, your interviews, like
Is that
your
real
your
Gucci
live
that you got
interviews,
on? What's that you wearing?
that is
Is
it's
it
Louis
real?
Vuitton. Yeah, it's real. What
I'm
it's
saying, let me
supposed to
see the
be?
tag. I know where you got that from.
No, yeah. Louis Vuitton and Bal Harbor.
Nah,
What about you?
nah. But you save money though. It's not because you cheap. It's just you know how to save
Wait,
money.
listen, I don't think you understand. It's 2025, and I'm in the season of Ocho this year. I'm spending all year long.
Okay. Well, why you ain't pay Uncle's
All
money
year
then?
long.
Yeah, that's a
Why
good
you ain't
question.
paying my $100? Why you ain't
Because I'm
paying
gonna tell you, no, you owe him $5,000. Why you ain't pay him?
But you owe me 100. Let me get
Okay,
my
well, we
100.
ain't talking. That's little money.
It ain't little money. It's the principle.
Well, like I said, you need to go ahead.
$100
You
is
need to go ahead and
$100.
get your money. So that's what we need to talk about.
Okay, how about we do this? When you pay me my 100, I'll pay Uncle's money.
Don't
How
put
about
me in
that?
the midst of that fire.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that really has anything
wait,
to do with it, Ocho. One should not have anything to do with the other.
Listen, the fact that I didn't even know he was coming on here, but he owed me money, and I ain't seen him since I let him.
You
hold
know
that
what? I've
100.
never seen a bald-headed homeless person. Y'all do really good for y'all community. No, I'm just saying, no, I said I never seen, like, all bald-headed men do really good. We can't.
Yeah.
Shannon, have you ever seen a bald-headed dude bad, like doing bad?
Oh,
Nah.
okay, I see what you mean.
Like
can't
every
say-
bald-headed dude,
compliment.
Michael Jordan, everybody that's bald-headed is always like they good.
Yeah, Steve Harvey.
Okay, yeah, you were. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to make a
DMX,
little joke.
DMX,
like
yeah,
I'm just saying, everybody that's
Keenan.
bald-headed, they ain't got shit to worry about. They just stressed out their
The
head.
Wayans
Right.
brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, are you married?
No, I want to get married, but I see like it just seems like it's a lot of papers to read and stuff. I'm not really a reading type of dude.
Yeah. But hold on, didn't you just have a little one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but me, that was you know how that goes.
No, tell me.
Wait, you had a baby?
But you know how that goes. Why we talking about? Why you?
Wait, you're not a
Oh,
virgin?
no, I ain't a virgin.
Why they saying
I mean,
that?
shit, because I don't be speaking on shit.
Okay, I mean,
Probably I need to go live so they know I be doing my thing.
There you go, Marco. See,
What?
that was uncalled for. That was a low blow, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, no, it ain't nothing to do with you. I'm talking to him.
No, you talking about me.
I mean, if the shoe fit, then wear it.
Hey, congratulations though. You got a little girl, a little boy.
I'm both.
Oh, you got
Nah,
two.
I just genders. You can't just I'm gonna let her decide or him, whatever. I'm gonna let them decide.
Okay.
Hey, I want to interview Bobby. Can you make that happen?
I definitely can, but don't start no shit. You feel me? Please.
How am I gonna start?
I'm just saying, you know what you do. Look at your shirt, the Joker. Like you know who you are. You wear your it's all in your face. Like,
Hey, who is Bobby?
Bobby Altoff.
Yes.
Oh, ain't you and Bobby dating?
No, don't do that.
I'm just saying. I saw the chemistry. The chemistry y'all had together.
Yeah, no, we'll date. That's a friend. She a friend of mine. But I feel like that.
I saw the chemistry. I know what friend mean. What kind of friend? What we talking about?
Look who's talking. Because are you in a relationship or not? Yes.
Me? Yeah, my girl right here.
Okay. With respect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I'm trying to figure out what you getting at. Talking about I'm like a detective. Say I ask a question and I'll be surprised. I don't know what they're gonna say. You be like when you interview people. Are you not surprised at some of the answers that they say?
But the clickbait, what I feel like you're really good at throwing somebody missed into it. Like you would just add some shit about somebody that has nothing to do with it. You'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Just prime example. You just be like, I was about to say something, but somebody can clip it and then it's gonna sound.
I mean, if I'm asking, let's just say for the sake of argument, let's just say I'm sitting down and I'm talking to Michael Jordan.
Okay, let's say this. Look, can I give you an example? All right, let's throw Fat Joe in there. This hypothetically speaking, right?
Yes.
We're using Fat Joe, this is off not real. You like when you sitting down talking to Lil Kim, you be like, so what do you think about Fat Joe herpes? Do you feel like he should do something about it? And then Fat Joe caught a stray. You're giving people strays, and then it'll get clipped. Fat Joe's herpes get talked by Lil Kim. And then Fat Joe's like, what's going on? Why am I getting tagged in this?
No, I say, hey, Lil Kim, what is Fat Joe like? What was it like to be in the studio with Fat Joe? What was it like to be around Puffy or Biggie? Rest his soul.
No. That's one. No, you don't do that. You have a specific topic, which you're good with. That's why you have a very successful podcast, because you know how to clip people. Because you talk about Fat Joe herpes. Can you say Fat Joe herpes real quick?
No. Fat Joe was good. Fat Fat Joe was good. Fat Joe was unbelievable.
No, but
I mean, he talked.
Yeah.
I asked Fat Joe questions. He answered the questions. He talked about his son, his special needs son.
yeah, but I'm just saying, no, we just throwing that in. No, we're not talking about on that interview. I just threw a name up there, right?
No, but I'm saying, but see that last part that you said was gonna get clicks, and that Shannon Sharpe said this about Fat Joe.
Says
and I
what
would say
about
that
Fat Joe?
That you said what you said about Fat Joe.
I don't know
But
what I said. Can you
what
say it?
people try to get, what people say is that I ask a question. Yes, I ask the questions, but I don't know the answers to the questions. That's why I'm asking. I ask questions that I think that people, if my fans that are watching or listening, if they were in those shoes, they would ask those very questions.
No, not real. Nothing.
They wanna
That's
hear the
it.
answers.
Chad, do you agree?
I mean, I kind of agree. The point of having certain interviews, or to ask the questions that people want to know the answers to, and probably if they were in Unk's shoes, those are the questions that they would ask, knowing that that's what the people
Which
want
no,
to hear.
they're not bad questions. They're good questions because they're very successful. But some people feel like they caught a stray. So, for instance, if somebody trying to get out of that situation, you will bring it back up. Like, damn, that's
Right.
what it is. So that's where some people like, damn, he brought it back up. So that's where things can get like tricky.
So
Well, what about you, Break? What about you
way-
sharing DMs? You bringing that up? Somebody caught him straight.
Who-
Somebody text you something in confidentiality, and you showing that. What about that?
What that say? Who is that?
What?
That DM
Hold on,
right
I'm reading
there.
the chat. It says, why is Marco the sexiest person on this live? Thank you. But
No. That's not what that DM say. Who
why
is
is
that
funny
from?
Marco so good looking? Thank y'all. I'm reading the comments. Marco is so beautiful.
Hey, chat. Who
Read-
is
yeah,
the
read
DM?
that-
I'm
read
saying,
that
no, I'm
DM,
asking the
Marco.
question. No, if honestly, if we all went out publicly and we was all single, do y'all feel like we take the money and fame away? Who look better on here? Let's be real.
I mean, like honestly, like for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10. What you rate yourself? Scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, I'm
honest.
gonna give my
Don't play around. Be
9.8.
You a 9.8 on what scale?
A 20?
No, 1 through 10, right?
Oh no, Marco. Oh no.
I was talking about a scale
Y'all
of 1
just
to
got
10.
big
Marco.
muscles. Like, let's take away the muscles.
Well, damn.
All right.
Well, you gonna put me on Ozempic?
I mean, hey, no, I'm Marco. Scale of 1 to 10. What you rate yourself?
I mean, honestly, okay, all right, 7.5.
7.5. I mean, before with a haircut or after?
I mean,
haircut?
you know, who's asking? You?
Nah,
I'm
no,
just
I
asking,
ain't
'cause
asking.
I mean, you're not my
it's all-
type.
Listen, I mean, life is all about
Yeah, but that's
confidence. I just
still,
want to
you're
make sure
not
your
my type.
confidence is
I'm just saying you're not my type. Let's get that out the way.
What you trying to say?
You're not my type.
But here's the thing:
I
if we
wouldn't
all
want-
went out, everybody knows who each of us are.
But let's say,
So-
let's take away the fame. Let's take it away. Like,
Hold on. Let me get this right. We're gonna take away the fame, and we're gonna walk down the
Right.
street as is. I'm as muscular as I am now. My personality
Right.
is the same. The only thing you take away is the fame.
but your people skills are not good.
Man, please. You
Well,
just
well,
said I
technically
get
that-
people to open up. What?
Okay, you do, but it's because people are scared of you. You are aggressive. Look at that. You see, you talk with you are aggressive. Like, I will be scared. Like, see, that the only thing that saves you, you have a beautiful smile. Let's talk about it. But if you didn't have that, you are aggressive. Like,
Well,
people,
damn, what else you want to take away? You want to cut my head off too?
no, it ain't that. Like,
What
you
if I have
good
no
looking
arms?
and Chad, okay, Chad bald headed. Some women like bald headed people. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. All women. And listen, my personality wins.
But you just look like you know how to
every
tell
time.
women what they want to hear. So people are gonna bring in as a cat person. Again, you know how to work them, you know how to talk, you know how to communicate.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, you got a kid, so you know how to do something.
I mean, yeah, but again, I just know how to DM.
And you be posting it. People be catching straight. They talking to you in confidentiality. And you
Yeah.
posting their DM.
I mean, so okay.
Who was the DM? I still don't know. Who was the DM?
All right, we're gonna
I
talk
still don't
about
know.
no, we're gonna talk about
Usher.
All right, hey,
Okay. Hey, you know what? I wanted to ask you something too. You've had Offset, G Herbo, Boosie. I mean, stars like Lala on the
yeah,
couch.
shout out to Lala.
Who's
Shout
your
out to
dream-
Lala.
Hey, who's your dream interview that you've yet to do?
I say, and I think okay, I think Chris Tucker will be dope. Dave Chappelle.
Ooh.
Okay,
That's a
you
good
got
one.
Chris Tucker.
I have. He's one of my first ones.
Yep.
But I knew Tuck. So,
What about Dave Chappelle? Why you ain't got Dave Chappelle yet? Because he don't want to catch a stray.
nah. I'm gonna have him on the show. Eventually.
Yeah.
I will.
That's a good one.
I got
Hey,
a
would
list.
you ever
I got a
hold-
list of people. I got like 5 people that I think in 2025.
Let me ask you a question. If you could interview Michael Jackson, what was something that you could ask him right now? Like live, what would you ask Michael Jackson?
Shit. What would I ask Michael?
That's a good one there, boy.
Probably why wasn't Thriller enough?
Break that down.
Because he drove himself crazy trying to replicate Thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Because Thriller, you have to understand, that was Haley's Comet.
Mm-hmm.
Most people only see one Haley's Comet. He had Thriller, 100, at the time, 35 million hard copies sold. But everything that came after that, even though it was doing Diamond, which is 10, how many artists now, you know the music industry, how many artists now would kill to have a Diamond album?
Hard copies.
He had it. Bad was a Diamond. Dangerous. But it wasn't Thriller. So he made himself, it's like a pitcher throwing a perfect game. And then he's like, he has one hitter, he has 2 hitters, he has the ERA, but he's like, it's not a perfect game.
Mm-hmm.
He still might.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he didn't replicate Thriller again, did anybody think less of him?
Right.
I mean, Prince, do you think less of Prince because
can we compare this to football? As in, like, let's take this in football terms, like getting one football ring. Like, let's say Patrick Mahomes is Michael Jackson. He wants more.
Yes. But here's the thing. No, you have to take it as an individual. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, he goes to the Super Bowl, he wins, and he throws for 300 yards. Now the next 2 Super Bowl, he throws for 150, and he's like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Those are great performances.
Still won.
They're in the biggest stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew Off the Wall. I think, as far as like musically, me personally, I like Off the Wall better than, not commercially. Thriller is the biggest album commercially. But you go back and look at Michael's Off the Wall.
Right.
It's a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what he thought.
So another thing, I feel like you're the only person that can get 50 Cent and Ja Rule to sit down. Could you make that happen and try to No, I really feel like you can sit them 2 down and also Bow Wow and Little Romeo, because people feel like it was beef between them 2. If you can get them 2 to sit down, that would be huge.
I don't think there's beef between. I think the thing is, look, they're the natural comparison. They were young teenage guys.
But we need to hear them talk. But that's the thing, because you get them 2 down and talk to them to get the history behind that.
I can try. I'm working on another beef that I'm trying to patch up.
Who is that?
Which
I
one?
ain't telling.
Hey, Marco,
Mm-hmm.
if you had the opportunity to host something like SNL, would you do it?
Oh, you gotta read a teleprompter, and reading is not mine. Fundamental.
And not your strong suit?
Don't say don't do that.
Mm-mm.
Don't do that.
I ain't do nothing.
You can't
No,
read?
I can read. I told you I could read a Harry Potter book in a day. So it's just I read what I want to read. You feel me? What I'm into.
So you can't read a teleprompter?
They just gotta slow it down.
How slow we talking?
Me just as in skill and in school?
No, I mean, how slow does the teleprompter need to do for you to be able to be on SNL?
Probably about like 3.5. I just made that up.
Yeah. Because normally it's like 28, 30, 33, something like that.
Yeah. Do you feel like Unc, you would be able to host? Would you take the BET Awards if they told you to host it?
Maybe.
What you mean, maybe?
But see, a lot of times, Ocho, I look at stuff as lifelong goals for me. That's never being a host of something like that. SNL, BET, that ain't never been.
No. We're talking about BET. BET said we want you to host the hip hop awards.
Wait, whoa. Hold on. Me, Unc, and Ocho to host the hip hop.
No,
awards.
I'm not.
Yes,
no, not you. Chad. If they ask you to host the BET Awards, hip hop awards, do you feel like that's something that you do, or it's kind of like some jobs ain't for everybody?
Yeah, but I'm not like hip hop though.
That's what I'm saying. So you feel like you have to be like understand everything, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
That's why we would do it together. It would be perfect.
But you're not hip hop either.
You're not. How I'm
You're not
hip hop?
Like you wouldn't consider like as an NFL hip hop player. Let's talk about it. Like,
I am.
You're not. You're more of a pop.
You weren't even born. You weren't
But
even
Chad,
born.
you're not a hip hop type of person. You don't like. You're not hip hop. Don't nobody think of hip hop and think of Chad. Like, oh, Chad, you're not hip hop.
Right.
So hold on. When you think of me as a football player, what do you think?
I could like curious. You know what I'm saying? Like salsa, dancing. Like I could see you just more of relaxed. Like you want to be Scarface, smoke the cigar, like more calm. Like you're calm, but like you're not with. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, when I think of hip hop, right? When I think of our culture, like I was Future before Future. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now I'm just older now.
Let's say this. Okay. All right, when you think of hip hop, name 3 artists. Hip hop. That's overall. That's part of hip hop. Go at it,
Like Drake, Kendrick.
No. We talking about your time. What
70? Tupac.
Are you 72? 72, right?
68.
Okay.
You know, I came up in the era. I came up Rakim, KRS-One, LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane. I came up in that era.
Exactly. Okay, so Chad, name hip hop. 3 artists when you say hip hop.
See,
that's what I'm saying. It's not in you.
I'm saying my time, right? During my time.
Saying, you knew what I asked you. Why'd you like you know you're not hip hop.
What time?
I'm saying what introduced you as a kid going through middle school? What is hip hop to you? Who is like introduced you to hip hop? See, that's what I'm saying.
Trick Daddy.
Man, let
me finish,
okay,
man.
Shut up.
Trick Daddy. I'm from Miami. Trick Daddy, Trina, and Ross.
You just said do you see, how you went through it? New York, like he went through. Yeah. He went from New York. He hit Tupac.
You just said when I was in middle school. I just told you when I was in middle school.
I get it. You talking about where you're from? Like hip hop is worldwide. Again, like he said, he went from KRS.
So in middle school, hold on. When you was in middle school, you were listening to hip hop worldwide.
Yes, I was listening to worldwide. Snoop Dogg. Let's say Snoop Dogg introduced. Like I grew up on him, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know Pat.
Yeah. Because you know what? Like actually, it's the Sugar Hill Gang in 1979, and that really kind of jumped it off. And then you had, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. You had KRS-One. You had Rakim, and then you had the NWA. You had the Public Enemies. You had the LL Cool J. Made it cool. LL Cool J was a cool rapper. He could talk about getting the ladies and seducing the ladies, and he wasn't always talking about smashing and smoking weed and drinking lean. LL made it cool. Right. LL was a cool rapper. He made it fun.
Right.
So, yeah. But let me tell you what. The ESPYs. Oh, Shannon, okay, if ESPN reached out and asked you about now you're talking about something that Unc can get his teeth into.
Hold on. Now, when you talk about them calling you, now you going to suggest I do it with you or you going to do it by yourself?
Ocho, I was just playing
what Marco was saying. Are you going to do it by yourself or with him? Be like the world is watching. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what you gonna do?
I'm not. Look, that guys. See, those things interest you, Ocho. Those don't interest me.
No, or like, listen. Are you gonna answer the question?
You just said to ask me. We speaking hypothetically.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you sure, Ocho.
Yeah,
that's not. No, that doesn't me. I really only do things that I'm passionate about, Marco. If anybody that knows Shannon, that's why I'm normally successful at the things that I do. Exactly. Because I'm really passionate about doing it. And if I'm not passionate about it, I don't do it. I don't have a whole lot of hobbies because there's not a whole lot of things I'm passionate about.
Can you get Eminem on your podcast? Can you talk to him? Like, that would be big.
A lot of people I can talk to would be big. Yeah.
Hey, Marco, why don't you interview me?
Ooh.
Me.
You heard what he said.
I don't know artist Me. I don't know who Me is. I never heard of that artist.
Can you interview Chad Johnson?
I mean, what is it? You know, you a cool dude, but you're not my type. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit down and talk to you. I'm saying we good. Like, you're a great person.
You don't think that would
It
be
ain't
funny?
about funny. It's
'Cause
just about
I'm funny. I'm funny.
It's not about funny.
Man, get me Bobby. You doing all this talking. Tell Bobby I want to sit down with Bobby.
Let me call Bobby right now while we live. Hold on.
Hey, hey, why you call her? You know what this is?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Oh, that's that thing that be on TikTok, the TikTok shop.
Nah, yeah. You ever took
No,
one
I
of
haven't.
these?
I really don't need that. I ain't that old.
She don't even answer your call.
Oh yeah, you know, shit be happening.
Mm.
No,
How long
that,
y'all
but
been
what did that
together?
pill do for you? You Shannon, y'all really be taking them pills?
Yeah.
Roast balls?
What does it do?
Well, you never took this?
No,
What you mean? What it do? What you needed to do?
You know what it do.
No, I'm saying I'm saying do it like stand.
You ever taken? Have you ever taken an energy drink? Have you ever drank energy drink?
I drunk, 28 black. I have.
Okay, so it give you a little boost, right? Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, what happened? What if she don't
Hey,
want
listen.
the boost?
This ain't for her. It's for you. If it was you, hey, she gonna like it. She gonna like, oh. But here's the thing, Marco. You gonna always, because if you don't do it all the time, she gonna say, hey, I want you to bring that PP you had the first time we got together.
But then that's when you
Yeah.
become addicted, and now I gotta pop pills every time.
That's exactly what I'm giving her. What you just said, addicted.
Hey,
But
Marco,
I'm saying, why don't you get with somebody
you
your age and you don't need to pop them?
Whoa, what
Hey,
we gonna do? Go to the doctor, visit together? The hell I want somebody my age for?
You right.
See, we're gonna be
You right.
good.
You right. Marco, and you just take them like this, right? And you put them on your tongue. And you let
Why
it
you
sit
doing that
there,
with all
and
of
it
us
goes-
on here though? Why you pop
Huh?
that?
He might got something in the wings, Marco.
Hold
Damn.
on.
Let that man live.
Listen, I'm popping it. I'm popping
I'm
it
just
now.
saying, hey, Shannon, if it's a party full of dudes and you pop it like this, like it's just number guys in here. Like, no, you ain't gotta do that right now.
I ain't over there. I'm going upstairs and going
I'm
to
at
bed.
home.
I don't know what Ocho got going on. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I'm at home.
But I'm saying, all right,
I'm
just
at
saying,
home,
but
so-
you ain't gotta be, like I don't.
Hey, tell us about your facial journey. You've been posting that on TikTok. You've been telling about your journey.
Yeah, it's just when I feel like being in the industry, sometimes when you accept yourself, sometimes people find things to pull away from you, and that's what brings out insecurity of people. But once you know you're dealing with something, you got it, and you know it's a problem, you can work on it yourself. But sometimes I feel like when you get in here, people pick on you and call it out, and it can make people like feel insecure and they don't know what to do. But once you accept it and you be okay with it, like I know this is what I'm dealing with, just it becomes a journey. But sometimes people hide it because people pick on you about it. So that's one thing that nobody ever, tell you how to do it, because nobody knows that you're gonna be who you are. Like we don't just pick, like you didn't know you would be like probably the 58th best tight end in the world. You don't know that.
But here's the thing, Mark. Let me ask you a question. So when you were growing up, obviously kids can be very, very cruel. They made fun of your skin.
Right. But it never,
and so at this age, now you finally decided, so okay, you got some money, you can go get it treated. So did they tell you that they're gonna be able to treat it and you'll be able to smooth your skin out, and you won't know that you had this? I think it's what do you have, acne?
It's like acne and eczema. So it's all that, because my mama was burnt and she had me, so I came out of that. So that's where the acne came from.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay. That's not a genetic trait.
Okay, well, I don't know. That's what my brother told me. But okay, so more importantly, what I was trying to say is just something become a journey when you don't hide it. And I feel like being an entertainer, some people, you can use makeup all the time and you can use filters, but you just got to be true to yourself and also show people, because people can look up to you and take the same route. So sometimes never hide your journey. That's what I learned. Just let it be that,
So let me ask you a question. So how many treatments did they tell you that it's going to take, or is it going to be an ongoing process?
It's an ongoing thing. It's gonna be a while, but and also eating. I didn't know, like growing up on food stamps and stuff, we got a lot of snacks, and my mama never really took us to the doctor. So all we did was just eat snacks all day. But some people don't know their child. Everybody can't eat the same. So the stuff I was eating making me weak.
It's making it worse.
Yeah. So again, we just from the hood, and when you're from that, sometimes you got to learn a lot of stuff. I was on a podcast and I recently said, like, a woman showed me how to love myself more, because when you grow up without a daddy and your mom is just like working all the time, nobody there to show you that. So with that being said, I said a woman showed me how to like properly take a shower, and people like, oh, you don't know how to take a shower? I'm like, No, it's not that, but nobody was never there. My mama just wash your ass and get out. And my daddy wasn't there. But when you get with somebody and they show you properly how to do it this way, it start to show you to a man. That's why I said women are the best thing that you can introduce to your life, or whatever your partner is, whatever you love. You know what I'm saying? Wherever they come from, they can show you a new step. So that's why it's always good to date somebody that's, you know, on another level that can improve you, not just with money, not just with what they got, but what they can bring to you.
But teach you how to take a shower.
Don't say it. Now we're gonna get clipped. Like I'm just saying you didn't have to say that again. I know. That's dope. Like we get you.
So before you became funny Marco, you was dirty Marco.
I mean, not necessarily dirty. It was just like, you know, I was rough.
Funky Marco.
No, I was just rough. Like Shannon, let's be real. Who told you how to take a bath? Was your daddy and mama there?
No, my sister. She's 8 years older than me.
She don't know how to wash like a man. So you was funky too. That's what.
No, bro. Look, I grew up in a different situation. I didn't have a shower, so I grew up taking a bath in a tub. But you know, she told me how to, you know, lather up and right around here and go around your neck, get all that up under.
But did you use 2 rags or 1 rag?
Back in the day, I only had 1 rag.
That's not cool,
bro.
So you use 2 rags?
We barely, bro. I was happy to have a tub to be able to take a shower when we had to dip well water. So, bro, slow down. I'm okay.
Hold on. Why you use 2 rags? What the other one for?
Your ass.
Oh, so you use a different rag for? Okay.
You don't do. That's what I'm saying. We got to do that. So tonight, use 2 rags.
Yeah, I used to. I mean, sometimes I use like a loofah. I have one of those little things, you know.
A loofah.
Not a loofah.
A loofah.
What do they call them?
A loofah.
Yeah, the little sponge thing. That's a loofah. Yeah, I got one of those. I got one of those little like cloths that I use for my body. Then I use that thing for my face.
Well, can I ask you a question? What's a proper way in this, like talking to men out there that's dealing with it, a proper way for a guy to leave a woman that's in love with him? Because I feel like guys don't know how to break up with women.
Yeah, it ain't no proper way.
You said the proper way to leave?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
no, it's not.
Easy.
When a woman love you, it's hard. It's different from a man to leave a woman break, because they leave us in the quickness, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's always easier for the person that wants to break up.
It's not,
because they're invested. See, if you're not ready to get out, Ocho and I, we talk about this a lot, funny Marco, is that when somebody wants the relationship and somebody wants out, the person that doesn't want out is the one that hurts the most. Even though the person that wants out hurts a little, but it's not the same as that person that really don't want you to go. So it's hard. The more you're invested in something, the harder it is to let it go.
Who are you trying to leave?
No, it's not me. I just want to speak for the man that's out there that's listening, you know? So that was that. It was a chat. It was a chat question. Yeah.
Okay.
So you try to leave somebody?
No. You know, I got a relationship.
Somebody left you?
I got a relationship with God. We is still in there. We doing good.
Nah, he about to leave you.
Nah, it's you.
You say you can't read.
Nah, I'm decent. I read what I need to read. Thanks for, you know.
What?
Just take a little time.
So,
boy,
have a woman ever made fun of your skin?
Oh yeah, I mean, the worst comment I got as a kid telling me it looked like somebody stepped on my face with cleats. That was the worst. All right, how we exit? I don't know.
Well, women like to mash Dr. Pimple Popper. They like to mash blackheads.
What's going on with this? Anybody ever told you look like Miss Netta?
They do sometimes.
Okay.
I don't get up. It used to bother me, but guess what? It don't stop them checks from coming in, and it don't stop them young ones from opening up.
It sure don't. So let me.
As a matter of fact, you look more like Miss Netta than me with that skin, that acne. Now that you brought it up, you should have left that alone. Put some glasses on. I tell you what, chat. Let's put glasses on, put glasses on him, put glasses on me, and let's turn to the side and let's see who looks like Miss
It
Netta.
ain't about the acne.
Yes, it is.
No,
I'm glad you brought that up. But since you took it there, let's go there now.
See, there we
Put
go
some
with
glasses on.
Now we getting aggressive. I'm really scared right now. But I'm saying I can sue
I'll
you right
wait,
now
I'll
because
wait
I'm on your
for
show
you.
and now I feel embarrassed. This is a lawsuit.
What you embarrassed for?
But I'm
You've
embarrassed.
been looking
And
like
this
this
is a
for 30
lawsuit.
plus
Like
years.
you get a cease and desist.
It was you that went to the doctor
I'm
and tried
telling you,
not to
I'm
look like
on your
Miss
show
Netta.
and there's 20,000 people watching. I'm a little afraid, and a lawsuit can
Hold
go
on.
away.
Ocho, he the one that went to the doctor to try not to look like Miss Netta. I haven't done nothing to my skin.
I am saying this is a lawsuit.
Hey,
What lawsuit?
hey.
Because
arguing?
look, when you come on somebody's show, I feel ambushed. Like, why am I getting attacked?
What the hell you feel ambushed?
I ain't even say nothing.
I'm telling you, it's a live. This is
nothing.
live, and you can't stop what I want to like cook up.
Exactly.
You said
So how
you
you
said ambush?
How
You
you
said ambush?
ambush? How am I ambushing
My
you?
hands are up because I'm afraid.
No. Oh, I'm not finna let you try to empty the clip on me and then
I'm not
hold your
emptying
hands
nothing.
up.
I'm saying
I'm gonna fire back at your
Whose
ass.
show was this? This is y'all show, right? I'm a guest.
Yes, it's Uncle Ocho.
You supposed to make guests feel comfortable. I'm uncomfortable.
Hey, no,
But you-
I'm mad because Ocho ain't firing back at you. I'm trying to empty the clip.
Hold on. He not funny to
It
me,
ain't
so he
about
don't say
funny.
no
It's
jokes my
actually
way.
about being real.
But funny,
okay, my
Marco,
bad.
if you turn to the side and look at your skin, really? Is that really what we gonna do?
But I don't show people my side portfolio.
Bro,
I
look
look
it straight
straight.
on.
That's
Hey.
I don't have to turn sideways.
Look straight on. It's the skin, bro. It's the skin.
Yeah.
Hey, but you said he looked like Miss Netta first.
No,
though.
I read a comment. This is y'all show. These are y'all guests.
I'm not talking about, but Marco, I mean, truth be told now, I mean, the chat being real, I mean, if you look at the skin,
All right, but if me and you went one-on-one to get girls, guess who walking out with them?
boy, stop it. Boy, stop. Don't do that.
Who walking out with him?
I like, you know what I'm saying? Just personality skills and just what, like,
Nah, bro.
you're not gonna bring money into me.
I'm past that. First of all, I'm past that stage. If you'd have caught me in my 20s, if you'd caught me in my 20s or early
Right.
I'm just
30s,
saying it just
I
in
could have made it a
Chad, who
competition.
look better between me and him? Be
I'm
real.
I'm a grandfather, bro. I'm a grandfather.
It doesn't matter.
I can get
Chad,
what I get.
Chad, who look better between me and him?
Really, dude?
What? He the only one in here.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, bro. Marco, I'm just a granddad. I'm about to be 57.
And you don't look like it.
I know. I ain't trying to get no girls now. I'm trying to find somebody to settle down.
I'm just saying I have a great appearance. I have a nice sex appeal. And I'm letting you know in this room, if it came
Did you leave it at home?
I'm at home right now.
Oh, damn.
So just told you I'm in New York.
Bro, you not in New York. That's a green screen.
No, it's not no green screen. What is going on with you? I work hard for this shit.
All you gotta do is get up and walk. Get up and walk to the
I'm
back.
not about to walk off on your show. I'm not doing that. I'm not rude.
Yes. Bro, do you understand that Ocho and I be in TV and we understand how green screen work?
What's green screen? It's night outside. What do y'all need to see? An airplane fly past? What do y'all fucking want to see? Now I'm I'm at my house.
Exactly. You're in a green screen.
No, I'm at the green room. The boom boom
You
room.
ain't no green room, dude.
It is. I'm saying this is what
Hold on. Hey, you say you live
Yes,
in New York,
I
right?
do.
And that's the Hudson River behind
I don't
you,
know
right?
what's back there, partner.
How the man get?
What's the name of your building?
That's uncalled for. I don't have to speak on where I live because that's part of my safety protocols.
Well, it's pretty easy to tell based on the building
No, it's
behind
not
you.
because it's not that pretty easy. These are $20,000 a month, partner.
Okay.
Ain't nobody. Where you live? What's your apartment? Where's your address? Yeah, what's your address?
I mean,
exactly. You see, you don't just give that out.
Let's talk about the interview you had with G Herbo that got uncomfortable.
Okay. Oh, yeah. This is why nobody come. This is why people don't come on that damn show.
Yeah. Now, tell us about that interview. That was the chat been asking me the whole night about that interview. What happened?
All right. First off, let's say this. While we talking, all right, you know what? All right, I was about to, I gotta realize. Where you want to start?
I mean, how did it get? I mean, you
It
started out
wasn't.
good.
It wasn't. It was more of like they were on a level of trolling, and it was just matching it. Chicago got a nice way of trolling, so you know what I'm saying. With them two, they was just enjoying themselves, and as a man, I could have just enjoyed it back. So it was just more of me trying to read the room, but as I'm reading it, the shit is real happening in real time. So they didn't mean nothing personal. They just really like troll, and you know what I'm saying. I just didn't match the troll. I wasn't on my feet at the time.
Yeah.
Were you scared?
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
scared because I wasn't scared because it wasn't like, it wasn't nothing dark. You know what I'm saying? And like, in my fighting round, I'm 17-0. So besides that, in school, my school I went to. But other
I
than
ain't seen that water move yet. How you got still water behind you?
what are you talking about?
That
I ain't seen no boat.
I ain't seen no boat class
go by on the
I ain't
Hudson
seen the
either.
water move.
Yeah, because it's nighttime.
Water move at nighttime is just because of water. Oh, so boats can't go at night, huh?
Where the ferry at? I don't see no ferry.
I'm in New York.
Nothing. Ain't
right
no plane. Ain't no bird flew by.
I
Ain't
just
no plane.
moved in
No
here. As y'all
helicopter.
can see,
Ain't
it's
nothing.
not furnished or nothing. I just moved here. I just got a computer.
I ain't talking about the apartment. I'm talking about
hold
the
on,
backdrop.
wait. Hold on. You told us it cost $20,000 a month because it was
Fully
furnished.
That's what
I
you
know, but I
said.
got to pick the furniture out.
No, if it's furnished, it already comes with furniture. You just move in.
No, but I got to pick the certain type of furniture.
No, you don't.
Okay.
A furnished apartment, you
Like
don't pick the furniture.
if I get up, see, you see me.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I see. Come on back. You come on back. Yeah, well, Chad. You see? That's how you know. You see what happened? Exactly. That's all I wanted him to do, Ocho, was move and show the chat that was a green screen.
Hey, that was a great way to end that goddamn interview. That was perfect.
Man, y'all go check him
that was
out. Freddie Marco. You can check him out on IG. You can check him out on X. And he has a tour coming up that he didn't get an opportunity to tell us about. But we'll bring his ass back and get him over here to tell us about the tour. Man, Ocho. Hey, Chad, I'm sorry, Chad. Hey,
that was classic.
Ocho, Tennessee is moving on from Nico Malavia. He's the starting quarterback. He was scheduled to make $2.4 million in NIL and collective money. He saw the quarterback from Georgia, Beck, leave and go get $4 million from Miami. He stopped coming to practice. I guess he missed some meetings and so forth and so on. And until they bumped it up to $4 million, he blah, blah, whatever the case. I'm going by what I read, Chad. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just saying that's what's being reported.
Right.
Ocho, you and I talk a lot about this, basing your value on what someone else is making.
Come on now.
2.4 million. And maybe he's looking at it like, hey, maybe I should get this, I should get that.
Right.
But this is the way I look at it, Ocho, and I think I've had this conversation with you. If you did something special and nobody told you that it was special, would you still feel special? So if Carson Beck doesn't leave Georgia and go gets $4 million, is 2.4 still enough?
Come on now.
Me, I could tell you I did this, I did that, but that's not why you do things. I feel even if nobody knows I did something special, because I did it out of the kindness of my heart, I still feel special. The young man is going to have to understand, never base your value on what someone else has gotten.
Comparison is a thief of joy. Every time. Can I ask you a question? Who won the national championship last year?
Ohio State.
Who did Ohio State play?
Notre Dame.
Tennessee's quarterback. When it comes to ranking of quarterbacks last year, Shedeur Sanders, Beck, Cam Ward,
Jackson, Dart from Ole Miss. No, I don't think anybody had him up there.
Okay. Okay. I'm just asking. I understand NIL is important.
Mhm.
It's a good thing. But if you are what you think you are, then they wouldn't have had no
Yes.
problem paying you what you think you're
Yes.
worth. They wouldn't have no
Yes.
problem. They wouldn't. They've seen what Carson Beck has done at Georgia.
Yep.
So he was able to get what he wants at Miami.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a pay raise, then what you do up on the field. It's pretty easy, especially now that they're allowed to play players in college.
Yes.
If your play is that spectacular, where you feel you need a bump from 2.4 to 4, then your play would show exactly why you need that bump. He didn't come to practice. He didn't show up, and they moved on
Yes.
from him. What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
And if you're what you say you are, if you're playing that way, there are people in Knoxville, there are other things that you probably would have had an opportunity.
Listen, I'm just
If I
being
want to
realistic.
raise, Ocho, if I want to raise, I can't just not show up from ESPN like, you know what, I'm supposed to come on Mondays and Tuesdays. Like, nah. I'm supposed to be out on assignment. Nah. What?
It's really easy. It's really easy. If you won $4 million, you get the money by what you do on the field. If you're only making 2.5, you're only making 2.5 for a reason.
How much?
You're only making 2.5.
Ocho, how much you making right now though?
Well, he probably gonna go somewhere else.
He
I'm
ain't
not
making
sure if
nothing.
somewhere
But
else.
here's the thing: the way I look at it, Ocho, he's one of these people that quit a job before he has another one lined up. Now, maybe he has one already lined up. Maybe he's talked to a program that can give him $4 million. Maybe that's the case.
Whoa. Slow down real quick. The programs that can pay that kind of money for a quarterback are Power 5 schools. You do know all Power 5 schools right now have a starting quarterback already, right? Come on now.
Well, I guess we're going to find out, Ocho. Hopefully it works out for the young man. Hopefully.
For one, it's all about competing. So now you put yourself in a predicament where you got to go somewhere else and beat somebody else out.
Yeah.
Because the schools that have the kind of money to pay you $4 million are the big boys. And all the big boys have starting quarterbacks.
Ocho, we got a bit of sad news. Former LSU wide receiver passed away in an apparent suicide in his car last night. Following Lacy's passing, his lawyer issued a statement that I'm going to read. Kyren was scheduled to have his matter heard before a grand jury tomorrow, wherein we were very confident the evidence, after being fully collected and reviewed, would lead to a declination of charges. From the very beginning, this so-called investigation took on the appearance of an overzealous targeted effort, what can only be described as a witch hunt, fueled by who Kyren was and the public profile he carried. The decision by the investigating agency to charge him at all, in our view, was not only unjustified, it was disturbing. Imperative to understand that the Lafarouche Parish District Attorney to this day has not formally charged Kyren. Kyren was a young man with immense promise, and he was crushed under the weight of the irresponsible and prejudiced process. The negative barrage on social media, the circulation of his mugshot by nearly every news outlet rather than the standard photo, the recent civil lawsuit filed against him and that named other defendant who mysteriously wasn't charged with a crime, only him, and the overall tone of the coverage painted a deeply biased picture before he ever had his chance to defend himself. There was never a presumption of innocence, which is exemplified by the NFL pulling his draft card over the mere accusation without affording him the slightest chance to defend himself. The pressure and the perception likely became unbearable. Let us be absolutely clear. This is far from over. We will be demanding a full review and transparent review of how this investigation was conducted and why. Those responsible for this gross miscarriage of justice must and will be held accountable.
But it's sad, man. That's sad. I don't want to get into details of everything going on. But, you know, young bull taking his life with having so much to live for is sad.
I wish he understood. and had to let the process played out, Ocho. But like his attorney said, that the weight and the pressure, we talked about this, Ocho, and people tried to beat me up. And I said I didn't want to beat the young man up too bad. What he did was wrong, and if he's wrong, he gets go to trial. But now, Ocho, it's no longer innocent until proven guilty. You're guilty until proven innocent.
Right.
The reason why I didn't beat him up for the speeding, and this is what I said. I said, guys, I've gotten stopped. I got stopped twice. I was going 108 in a 55. I was going 92. I got 2 tickets in a matter of 3 minutes. I said, I understand. Nothing happened. But I say, as an athlete, we sometimes believe that we're immune to something bad happen until it happens. I promise you, the young man, when he was driving that night, he did not expect, he did not intend, he didn't think that something like this could go wrong. And we never do until it does, Ocho. Nobody gets in. I don't believe people get into their vehicle and speed 70. Now, if he's trying to evade the cops, people are trying to evade the cops, yes. But I think, you get into a car, you travel at a high rate of speed, we're not thinking that front tire or the back tire could blow out. We don't think like that. We don't think somebody could all of a sudden pull out in front of us or somebody switch lanes. We don't think that. We think we're impervious to anything that could possibly happen. But I said, what happened? A man tragically lost his life. And the person that was responsible is going to have their day in court, and they're going to have to be held accountable to whatever that may be. If he goes through the process, this is why I can't get upset, Ocho. If somebody goes in today's time, somebody goes through the process, and 12 men and women find him not guilty, or he has a judge verdict. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I think sometimes people take what we say and they don't listen to the what we're trying to say, Ocho. I said him driving at a high rate of speed, him not stopping. Sometimes, Ocho, I mean, they get you when you fail to render aid. Sometimes if you'd have just stopped, help the man out, call 911 yourself, as opposed to leaving the scene of an accident, failure to render aid, travel, so forth and so on. We don't need to get into the technicalities of it. But this young man is gone. Gone. And although he didn't think it was a way out, Ocho, because sometimes people just want to get out of the pain. But what he felt, what he did is he left more pain, because he left his mom and his dad and his siblings, if he has those uncles and aunts. Imagine the pain that they're in. He's trying to relieve his pain, and he caused so much more pain on so many more people. My heart breaks for the gentleman that lost his life months ago. My heart breaks. My heart breaks for this young man's family, because their answers they're never going to be able to get answered to. The questions. And it's sad on both sides. I don't know what's going to come. Maybe they could. I don't know, Ocho. I just know there's 2 tragedies now. Because 5-6 months ago, a gentleman lost his life. And last night, a young man lost his life. So now we have 2 tragedies, 2 families dealing with loss unexpectedly, tragically. I pray for both families that God somehow give them the strength, the courage, and the understanding to deal with this, because it's not easy. Death is never easy. Never, ever easy. And the younger the individual, the harder it is to deal with. Because, Ocho, when we growing up, we young, we thought only old people die. I didn't see a whole lot of young people die. We thought old people, you get to be 70, 80, 90 years old, but now we see that's not the case. That's why you can't be upset about, because death does not discriminate. He'll knock on the young, he'll knock on the rich, he'll knock on the poor. And when he has that appointment, it's the one appointment that you'll never be able to reschedule. You got to take that appointment when it's your time. And the thing is, we don't know when it is our time. Kyren Lacy gone at the age of 24. My heart breaks for both families. It really, really does.
Dang.
Kyren Lacy's father wrote, Kenny Lacy, young parents, start talking to your kids at a very early age and make sure they're confident and comfortable confiding in you. Don't be cool with, I'm all right or I'm good when you know deep down something isn't right. Mental health is real, and for the most part, it's invisible. Don't ignore the signs, even if they may seem small. Chad, send your thoughts and prayers out to both families impacted by this. If you have somebody in your life, make sure you tell them you love them. Check on your parents, check on family, friends, and loved ones. And like Kenny Lacy said, I'm all right. Something seems off. Go check them out. Life is so precious, but it's so fragile. Now it's time for our last segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A. Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy said, Ocho, I don't understand how you got 11 jobs but can't come up with $5,200. Make it make sense. Love y'all. I agree, Doc.
What happened?
Even if he got 11 jobs, all they got to do is put like $100 with each job. Whoop, there it is. There's my money.
Listen, I'm going to get it to you. I told you I need to finish some things. And now let me finish. When I finish the pool, I promise you, when I finish the pool, I'm gonna see you.
You heard this man? This man.
No, I'm just saying. Let me finish the pool. Let me finish building the pool, and I'm gonna give you money. Now, if we don't do that, if I give you the money, right? Let the Laker tickets take a place of the 5,200.
This man says, let him buy a $700,000 car, let him get a new crib, furnish it, let him take my money and build a pool.
Now, what you have to understand is the 5,200, I set that aside. So the money I'm using for these things that I've worked hard for, that I deserve, I'm in my winning season right now. Like, this had nothing to do with your money.
I want to win. I can't win.
Yeah, you just bought a dog for $10,000, a new one.
But that's my money, Ocho.
But that's how I know you winning. We both, you've been winning for years. I've been cheap for 30-some years. Let me have 1 year. Let me have 1 year where I can live up and turn up for
you could
myself.
have another 30 years of winning, but I want to win. I want to continue to win with my 5,200.
You just told me to take you to the Laker game. Make up your mind. You want the 5,200 or you want to go to the Laker game? Which one?
I want you to take me to a Laker game, but I want to spend 5,200 on an outfit.
5,200 on an outfit?
You know I know how much that shirt costs, right? Okay, thank you. Dexter Jones said, hello, AMOA. Ocho said he's not giving up 5,200 of his hard-earned money so you could take a young tenderoni out. Ocho, what should be a nice budget for Unc to take a woman out? 5,200.
$200. Listen, anything over $200, that's not the one. That's not the one. I'm telling that ain't the one. That ain't the one. I'm telling you.
Well, let me get the 5,200, then I can decide how much I want to spend. Because right now I can't take nobody out because my money jump funny.
I seen you 200. I seen you 200 and I owe you 5. Because I know you want the money because you want to take somebody. So you think you slick. Because this is like the second or third time you mentioned about taking somebody out and need the money to take somebody out. Nah, we ain't doing that. Yeah, you ain't getting that 5,200 to take nobody out.
This man gonna tell me I can't take somebody out with my money.
I'm trying to help you save. I'm sure whoever it is, $200 will be just fine. If you need more than that to take out, she's not the one.
This man just spent almost $1 million between a car, a house, furniture, and he crying about me taking somebody out with 5,200.
Hey, this is for me to live in and drive. Comfort. You talk about spending money on someone, investing in something where you get nothing in return.
How you know that might be my wife?
That might be the one.
That might be the one.
The one what?
That I take out.
Nah, she ain't the one. Because if you got to spend that kind of money, she definitely not. If you got to spend that kind of money, she's not the one. No, we ain't letting you go down that path.
Who said that? Oh, Lord have
mercy. Well, I'm just saying. If you need that kind of money to take a woman out, you don't need that ain't
Slick
that.
James says, I may be country. I want my money. 5,200. Lakers in 5. Hey, A1 Dig said, Paperboy, Pastor Troy, McIlroy. Lakers in 5. Golf is cool, but listen, you can have Rory McIlroy wearing corduroy or eating almond joy. Lakers in 5. Mo 21 said Ant-Man, Batman, Superman. Lakers in 5. Junior said Ant-Man, Aquaman, Batman, Superman. It don't matter. I agree. Junior. Lakers in 5. Justin, feel free to use these. Gobert, Welfare, Wayfair. Lakers in 5. Naz Reid, Pumpkin Seeds, not even Game 7, Willis Reed. Oh my God. JJ McCarver said they act like we scared to see the Warriors. They could have had Steph, Kansas City Chiefs, refs, or promised to pay off Ocho's debt. Y'all know what it is. Lakers in 5. Tyron said, what's up, Uncle Ocho? Can you see the Boston Celtics repeating as champions? It's hard to see if they play their best. Everybody else plays their best. Everybody's going to have to play above their best to beat the Celtics in 7 games. Now, we're finding out that Jaylen Brown is dealing with a knee issue. He got an injection in that knee. He's rested the last couple of games, so that's going to be very interesting. But if they play to their best, they're in 7 games, it's going to be very difficult for somebody to beat them. Dexter Jones, hold on. Don't call out Jimmy Buckets for 1 rebound when your GOAT had 0 rebounds the other day. Cost me a nightcap ticket to New York. I tagged you, your Ocho did it again the next game. Dexter, I'm sorry, I ain't see that. When our GOAT had 0 rebounds. You know the man, 40, man. Give him a break. Damn. Dom Noach said, Jokic is by far the most valuable player in the league. You were stumbling reading off of his accomplishments the season with legendary. As a Mavs fans, I got to say the Lakers fans are for a treat. Playoff Luka is on another level. Oh, no, we know. We seen it. Slime God said, Uncle Ocho, if Philly or the Spurs somehow get the top 3 pick, would you add a package to take for Zion? No, I'm good.
No? Damn.
Lady been married 4 times. She cheated on every last one of her husbands. You gonna marry her? I'm gonna let him figure it out over there first. Let him get a year up on his belt, play 65, 70 games. Then we can talk in 27. Nah, I'm good right now, Ocho. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite unk. Liberty City legend, Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for nominating us. You can follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media. The nominations, because of your guy watching us, listening to us, supporting us, we've been nominated 6 different Webby Awards. Me personally, the best entertainment creator, best sports creator, Shannon Sharpe. Club Shay, best creator / influencer series. Best sports show, best video series, best live podcast recording, Nightcap. The link is in our bio. Please go vote for us. Voting ends on April the 17th. Check out my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. Everything is restocked. The link is pinned in our chat. Supplies are limited. Once they're gone, they're gone. Make sure you go check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. Now, if you cannot find Shea by Laportier in a city or a state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly, and please stay safe out there, guys. Tickets for our Not Safe for Work tour are on sale now. 8 stops: Baltimore, Philly, Charlotte, LA, Miami, NYC, Chicago, Detroit. In the house, we top it off with you guys. Tickets can be found at shayshaymedia.com/tour. That's shayshaymedia.com/tour. The link is pinned in the chat. Our guest lineup looking great. Guys, you don't want to miss these shows. If you're close by, you're in those cities, please come out, see your Unc and Ocho. Get your tickets now. Funny Marco, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you sharing your journey about the scam, man. We had some fun tonight. We had a great time. We didn't mean to keep you that long, but Ocho told me how to get you off, so appreciate you joining us, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Funny Marco. We're off tomorrow. We're back on Tuesday after the play-in tournament. So no show tomorrow, Ocho. We're back tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. We're back Tuesday after the play-in tournament. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. Thank you guys for joining us. Go ahead.
I got that thing in my system, boy. I'm going to holler at you tomorrow.
Holler at us tomorrow, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Tuesday.
I love y'all.
I'm sorry. See you Tuesday, not tomorrow. Tuesday. Thank you.